videos of the movie variety.
Yeah, I think we're gonna end up get to a point where we talk about at least Deadpool and Infinity War, since those are long overdue.
You snarky puppy.
Yeah.
What?
That's good.
Woo!
He's a snarkster.
What?
A snarkster.
I hit the record button.
You did win.
We didn't
What
even
was
decide.
the? When
You
did it
bastard.
When did it kick in?
We didn't even decide who's leading.
How long has it been on?
Oh my god,
no,
I can just
we're
fucking trim it.
falling the
Calm
shambles.
down.
Okay, well, you guys are getting a little sneak peek into the
I
Yeah.
you know,
This is how we run
backstage
shit.
pass.
love you, Austin.
This is gonna be on the special features of the DVD.
Yeah.
Who's
The
gonna?
DVD.
For sure.
What the hell's the DVD gonna be, yo?
I don't know. Just a podcast. It's a CD. Sorry, it's
It's a CD.
It's actually a cassette tape.
We're gonna release cassette tapes
Who's
only.
leading?
Only.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to
Yeah.
Bootleg Shanty podcast. I am Austin, and I'm here with.
Yep, Garrett. I don't know what clockwise, counterclockwise. Which way
I
are
don't
you
give a
wrapping around
shit.
this thing?
I don't give a shit new today.
What's up, everybody? I'm Mason.
I'm calling.
Hey, there we go.
You know, ya boy.
Yeah,
boy.
Where are we dropping, boys?
Again,
I
you
heard
can't
that story.
name anything off of Fortnite. Don't
Okay.
say where we dropping, boys,
Okay.
unless you can.
Okay, I know.
I'm sick
what?
of your
You
shit.
know what?
Tilted Towers.
There you go.
All
Yeah, he
right,
learned.
guys, you
Diagonal
learned.
Towers.
The only place to drop diagonal towers.
Just gonna address the elephant in the room. There are 4 of us. Quattro. We finally
this is,
have.
yeah, this is the
Boys,
first
I'm
time.
back in
Yeah.
town.
Hell yeah.
We
Mason
have-
was throwing his guts up when I was here, and then
You
I
went
was,
MIA.
Yeah, I
Back to your homestead, which I may or
Right,
may
I
not
don't know
have
where I
named
was.
in the past.
I don't know where I was.
I
Yeah,
didn't
why'd
say
you do
where
that?
you lived, but I said something like it.
dude. Now they
Anyway.
know they know an entire city that I could or could not be in.
Well, I gave specifics like address,
Yeah.
did not.
PO box.
You don't know. I don't have a PO box.
Your
so I know
mother's
you're bull-
maiden name.
Do you even know my
last
mother's
4
maiden name?
digits on your credit card and the 3 on the back and your
The
social.
CVV.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
It's a CVV.
something like that.
What a
Do you even
stupid
know
name.
my mother's maiden name?
Damn. Dang.
Tammy?
Yeah.
That's her first name.
Do you wait? Let me rephrase the question. Do you know what a maiden name is?
Yes, I do. It's like a rash. I don't know.
Don't worry. I don't know yours. Your maiden
I
name.
don't know yours. Well, I've only had 2 names my whole life. 3 technically, with the middle. But
Counting the middle.
yeah.
It's actually
Yeah, we
hyphenated.
got all
It's
4 of
Colin
us.
Charles.
That's
Yeah, how about we not give out information that people can access or shit?
dude, I don't write Charles on fucking anything, so nobody's gonna find me from that.
But in case you guys were wondering, if you do drop in your parents' credit card numbers in the comments, it will deliver you a horoscope reading for the
Shut the fuck up.
I'm a Libra, and today it said positive vibes. You are
You
going
will-
to balance things out, as Libras do.
You will also be donating 5 cents to the Tardive natives in Uganda.
You know, I don't like horoscopes or anything like
I
that,
don't do 'em.
but
They're interesting to read. I don't search for them, but if
Yeah.
somebody's reading them, I'm like, okay.
I find myself not caring about horoscopes whatsoever until I read one of those Facebook posts, and it's like, this is what your horoscope is, and it like goes down and it'll give a list of each one, and I don't care unless it's a shitty one. Like, I read it and I'm like, well,
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
fucking that way.
Yeah.
Are
Dude,
you kidding me?
there has
no
been-
way.
But if it's
is
good,
my-
you're always like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm not Sakura Haruno from Naruto just because I was born in October, you assholes. No, like, and that's I
One of
get
those tests.
livid about it.
Which of the 6 biggest Mean Girls characters are you?
See, that's important information that
Yes.
I do need to know. But alas,
No,
I always get
no
the
one
shitty
needs
ones.
to know that.
I don't know. I've always thought those were just like complete bullshit.
Except
Yeah.
Sure, they're
when
Absolutely.
They're
sometimes you just read one and then it does
Like,
relate.
everything
And you're like,
lines
oh,
up.
holy
Okay, but-
shit.
But
Yeah,
when
let
I
me
see
say
one-
general terms.
Right. It's like, okay, how many times do you look at it and it doesn't line up? You don't think about those
Most of
ones.
the time.
You just think about the one time it did. And you're like,
Yeah, but my point is like it could be one that's positive, but still it's like it could say you are, oh, you're a Taurus, so you're strong and will, you have strong will or whatever, but then it's like, oh, you're a Virgo, you're willful and strong. It's like the same fucking thing, you know what I mean?
Well,
you're just
nice.
complimenting people.
What if Virgo and Taurus are the same signs?
Is that a thing?
No.
Speaking of which,
It's-
what signs are you guys? I know Austin and I are both Tauruses, just because. You're a Taurus, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a
Just 'cause we're both
Scorpio.
Ooh.
Lame.
Ooh. That makes so much sense. You're such a Scorpio.
Well, I lied. I'm a Pisces.
Yeah.
And then you're like, that's such a Pisces thing. Bitch, I was a Scorpio.
Yeah, you're such a Scorpio.
Yeah.
But I
Oh,
tricked you,
those
though, didn't I?
Scorpio.
Tricked
What's
you,
your
though.
sign, Colin?
I'm a Libra.
You're a Libra.
I am actually a Libra. That's the scales, the balancing scales. And it's
Huh?
just, you guys all got fucking cool animals. Sagittarius is an
I
archer.
hate Taurus.
And Taurus is a
It's a
bull.
bull.
I don't like it.
You don't like the Pokemon?
What?
Taurus?
No.
He was born in
What?
May, probably.
I do like Taurus. Dude,
was born in May.
he's a badass Pokemon, but I'm
Every
saying my
Taurus is
sign
born
is
in May.
dumb.
What about Booffalant?
What about Bootleg?
Yeah.
No, he's awful. Sorry.
Dude, so Cody and I were talking at work the other day, and he was like, huh, what a stupid name to name a bus. Greyhound. It doesn't move fast at all. Like, it's not a race dog. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it's more attuned to, like, a bison. Because it's a bit slow, but it can move in, herds. Like, that's how it goes. Yeah, buses.
Wow. Yeah.
But then I started thinking, I was like, I'm going to name a bus company Bussin'. It's going to be I'm going to put a lot of money into the aesthetic of the bus to make it a giant bison bussin'.
Okay, no, leave the bison imagery out of it, so people are just confused. So they're just like, "What the hell is a bussin'?"
Yeah, and you have to make
I'm
sure.
busting my ass 24/7.
You have to make
King
sure.
of fucking puns. What?
Put brown shag carpet throughout the whole
Throughout
bus.
all buses.
The
Yeah,
whole
like a
bus.
bison.
Yeah.
in the metro.
See, the thing is, I'm going
Indianapolis
to play
area.
hardball. I'm going to kill a bunch of bison and use their actual pelts. So people will be like, well, I don't want to slaughter animals, but I do need to get to work. on
It could
Sunday."
be like it could be like a
It's always a
luxury
moral
ride.
dilemma.
Yeah.
Would it be considered luxury? I mean,
If it had bison pelts, it's
yeah, if
the
it had
seats.
bison
I do
pelts.
not condone the slaying
I-
of bison for buses.
I don't think so because it's still,
That could be the name
A
of your
bus.
fundraiser.
Bison for buses?
Yeah.
Which reminds me, you know how
Jesus.
the last podcast I was on, we were talking about names or whatever
Of.
of the podcast. Like
Okay.
that
Oh,
came up
okay.
with an
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Which I'm still hard on. I still have a hard on for Bootleg Shanty podcast just because it's quick and to the point.
Okay.
But somebody, a friend of mine, Colin knows him. His name's Jared. He lives in Evansville, Indiana. His address is
Hi, Jared.
102.
Hi, Jared. Hi,
Jared, if you're listening, I love you and I miss you, and you should be on here sometime.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. But he was said something about he gave an acronym, and then he told me what it was because I don't know. He gave me an acronym, and I looked at that first, and I was like, "What?" And then he told me, but it was
Wow, how acronyms work. Thank you.
FGGM. He suggested for like maybe a YouTube short or like some kind of series or ongoing series or something like that. But he said it was called. It stood for "Fuck Glitches, Get Money."
Oh, dude, I like that.
smart,
I like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it reminds me that there is
It's
a
like we could have
YouTube
a small
channel.
series.
A YouTube channel called Son of a
Son
Glitch.
of a glitch, yeah.
So-
And they do that. Son of a glitch.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good show.
It is a good show.
I like
show.
that show.
Shout outs to Son of a Glitch, you son of a bitch.
Wherever you may be.
Well, what's on the agenda, boyos?
Today is a spoiler fucking full podcast. So
Yes.
if you Mason's been waiting. If you guys don't want spoilers,
Get the fuck out.
You should.
How long
We
have
haven't even
been
told them what
recording?
it's for yet.
We get 9 minutes in.
You enjoyed 9 minutes of spoiler-free content. If you donate to the Patreon
Yeah.
right now, no, we don't have a Patreon yet.
Yet.
Trademark.
But it'll happen.
soon.
Um,
Trademark.
So we are going to spoil
Yeah.
the new, and I've been waiting for this, Zac Efron movie. I'm so excited.
Wait, what's for, baby?
What's the latest movie he's been in?
High
I
School
don't
Musical
remember,
4.
but-
I was hoping you had something here.
Yeah, right. Of course.
High School Musical 4.
That would be.
Neighbors 3.
Yeah.
I
Right.
don't know
Right. That's what I was
if
about to
that's
say.
a thing.
The
I
Efron
have
Reckoning.
2 of them, but the Efron.
Actually, I think they're making. You
The
know
Efron.
how he
Never
had
mind.
that Grandpa movie with Robert De Niro. They are making a sequel to that. And I
Ba-
think it's coming out.
Dirty Grandpa.
Yeah.
Bad Grandpa was the Jackass spinoff, right? Johnny Knoxville. And the
Yeah.
kid
Yeah.
Traveling across country.
That was fucking. It's filmed by Spike Jones. Fucking
Dude, Spike
hilarious.
Jones is dope, dude.
Yeah, dude. What doesn't he do?
Shout out to Spike Jones.
If you're listening, join the Patreon.
And subscribe.
But like Mason was saying, for real though, spoilers for
The following.
what are we talking? Yeah, the following.
We're definitely gonna talk
Deadpool
about
2,
Deadpool 2,
Infinity War.
Infinity War.
Those are
finally.
those are both. Deadpool 2's almost a month old. You should have seen it by now.
Deadpool 2 is not almost a month old. It came out last week.
Nah,
It came out for my
it
birthday.
came out the 16th, right?
Came out my birthday.
What? 2
18th,
weeks? 2
18th.
weeks ago then. Infinity War is a month old though.
Infinity War, yes, is a month
yeah,
old.
yeah.
Yeah. Infinity War came out the 27th, I think. But
DP2.
April.
DP2.
But yeah, DP2, Infinity War. There may be some Star Wars stuff. I haven't seen it yet, so
Solo.
yeah. So
I'm riding solo.
Yeah, it's like me and Austin are the only ones that care to watch it, guys.
True. Maybe Colin and I will step out for the last
Nope.
15.
Colin has no interest in
I
seeing
have
it.
no. So okay, Micah.
That's fair.
God bless his soul. He'll be on in the future.
I
He
was
made
in an
this-
argument with him on Facebook about Star Wars today.
Well, did he make? Is it that Facebook post where it's like you can make only one movie?
Yeah,
and I was
yeah,
like, fuck
yeah.
all that.
Well, first of all, there's only one character who deserves a movie on that. I'm not gonna list all of them. Yoda is the only one I cared.
I would like to see a young Yoda.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
in his prime.
There was like Vader
I
on
get
there. I was
that.
like, what was the prequels?
Exactly.
Like, that was
Exactly.
Vader's
That's what I
story.
said. I was
And-
like, wasn't episodes 1 through 3 the Darth Vader movie?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
but to his argument though, Vader did start to fucking kick ass at the end of Rogue One. So
Yeah,
like,
that was
and,
amazing.
like if we could get a whole movie of him doing shit like that, that would be badass. And that
no.
would
just-
top all the things we've seen him do in the
Okay,
movie so
sure,
far.
yeah. The Rogue One scene is obviously the best thing Darth
Like
Vader's
that
ever
made me
done.
that made me for
That shit
once in
was
my
dope.
life scared of Darth Vader.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
exactly.
holy
it
shit,
made
he's
I
Darth
could
crazy.
see
Vader
I could see a
menacing
really
villain again.
dark new Vader movie coming out though.
Mason
I
wants
could
to. Mason wants Zack Snyder to do. Darth
Of
Vader.
course, that would be awesome.
You're the only one in the world who thinks that.
Realistically, there's
think so?
realistically there's gonna be a Boba Fett
There's
movie.
somebody out there.
Yeah, dude, Boba Fett's not even that interesting of a character.
No.
Like,
He's still gonna get a movie though.
No, he's getting a movie.
Spoilers might intertwine with the new Solo movie and the next one coming out.
Okay.
Excited.
Okay, well, if we're gonna talk about Boba, let's get my yay or nays out real quick. I've got because we can talk about Star
we're
Wars.
gonna do the yay nays this quick.
I got them ready. Dude.
We going
we're,
in?
we're already teasing it. We're
You're
already teasing it.
welcome.
Can
to
I
the
do?
public corner of yay or
We're already
nay?
teasing
Can I add myself the maybe? The
Oh
Mason?
yeah, May's always an option.
May.
I just don't say it.
Meh.
'Cause yay, may or
We've
nay.
got an
and
idea
then-
for a T-shirt because it's yay, may, nay. We're gonna do
And-
yay, your face, and
And
then
then
nay.
nay. Yay,
For
may.
yay,
I love
may,
that.
nay.
I love that.
Okay, well, since we already started talking about it, yay or nay, Boba Fett movie.
Yay, I'm down.
Nay.
I'm game.
I'm not game.
Okay. Yay. Yeah.
Yay?
Yay.
And there's a nay. There's 2 yays and a nay. And I'm gonna make it interesting. I'm gonna say may. Okay, because like
The worst May of all time.
yeah, it wasn't a very
Uh,
strong
Next,
may.
besides
That's a
the one
s-
sitting next
yeah,
to me.
A sad May.
It's leaning towards nay. It's
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Okay.
I'm
Boba
just
Fett
saying
movie.
it would be cool because like in parts of the movie they could have him have like flashbacks of when his dad gets his head cut off and shit. They can make it like super fucking like
yeah, you could do that.
you know, like,
See,
emotional.
also,
You
they-
know?
movie is just 2 hours of flashbacks to his
It's actually
dad's head getting
they
cut
just
off.
you go in there to see Boba Fett movie and it just plays Attack of the Clones. And you just see Django get his head
That's
cut
it
off. You're
for
like,
2
no,
hours.
I'm
Oh my
saying if it happens only once or twice.
backstory before. No, we already saw it, and we know how it ends. So it's like
They'll do it from a different camera
I
angle
s-
to
I
make
said
it
it-
look
I said
kind
it
of
only
better.
it's like
happens a couple
someone.
times.
It's like someone saying. It's like someone taking the book Marley and Me, handing it to you, and saying the dog dies at the end. We know what happens to Boba Fett. We've seen it.
We know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No. But in the comic books, he
continues after that.
survives.
Yeah, he survives.
Sure, in the comic books, but that's already something that exists of his story.
Well, hey, did
Right?
did what's his nuts George Lucas? Is that George Lucas, right?
Well, it's Disney now,
is
but
his
yeah.
name.
Yes,
I don't.
He
I'm not
said-
sure. I'm not sure if any of it's canon.
He's,
No.
yeah, he said if his name is not on it, it's not canon because several people have done shit
Unfortunately, it's not up to George Lucas anymore.
Well, not anymore. But is Disney making comic books? Am I gonna see Boba Fett on Disney XD?
There are.
I'm not.
Well, there are several animated shows, Star Wars animated shows. There's a new one coming out. Jon Favreau is actually doing his own live action Star Wars TV show coming out, which will be canon because Jon Favreau, he directed Iron Man 1 and 2, and he's chums with old Kevin Feige.
Wasn't there a predicted kind of like samurai Star Wars movie coming out?
Yeah, that was a thing. I think Zack Snyder was actually on that.
Oh,
movie.
really?
It was like a Star Wars movie based off of the Seven Samurai, the old Japanese
What's everybody's like? Why are we going back to feudal Japan with the Batman, ninja, Star Wars, samurai?
Batman, a ninja.
Oh God, I
Yeah.
hate that movie.
Good God.
Well, I shouldn't say hate. I did enjoy it. The thrill factor was funny,
Yeah, I bet.
but I'm never gonna watch it again. So that's
That's what I said. I've always said that it's worth a watch.
Yeah, but you're like, I want to sit
It's an
down and
interesting
have
idea.
another watch with Garrett.
Yeah,
so
well,
I can watch
because
Garrett
I would
react
do
to
that
all the
again
crazy
for
shit.
Garrett.
It's because Austin's kind of like me in the way that we like to show people movies. So we
Yeah.
don't even watch the movie the second time. We're just staring there at the person's face, watching them react to that
Watching them
movie.
to react.
We're just like, I wonder if he thinks this part's funny like I did.
No.
like it?
Yeah.
Did you like it, baby?
It's okay to watch movies now with Austin, but back in the day, dude, you used to be the classic. Oh man, just wait till the next part. Like when something
Yeah,
hype
no.
would happen, you'd be like, you thought
It
that
was a
good.
habit.
Yeah, it'd
It
be
was a
like, dude,
habit.
that was insane. And you'd look at me like, just wait.
Yeah.
It's like, dude,
You-
stop.
You fixed it. You have fixed it. It's no longer crazy. The thing that annoys me though is like we were like, yeah, let's go see this movie. Like I can't remember. It was It. We went and saw It. Except you went and saw it the day before, and
That's
as we're
fine.
in line, you had not told me you'd seen it yet, and you were just like, I was like, dude, I'm actually really hyped for this movie. You're like, oh yeah, it's really good. I've already seen it, and I was like, why? Why are you here? Like, this is,
I paid for another ticket.
Yeah, because he's like, I liked it. I'd go see it again. I'm
That's
like,
cool.
That's fair.
I
but
like seeing movies twice in theaters just because, I don't know.
But
It's for moments like this, so you can talk about it.
I don't know. Bert.
guys,
Gesundheit.
What?
back to the thing.
Back
Sorry,
to the
yeah,
thing.
Boba Fett should have
I
a
wanted
movie.
not to talk about Boba
Ah,
Fett.
fuck
off.
you.
I have one other thing to add about Boba Fett. It is rumored to be in talks to be directed by James Mangold, who directed Logan.
Did you just do a rumor of a
That
That's a rumor of a rumor.
that would be
Rumor.
sweet. That would
Yeah.
be sweet.
Yeah, James Mangold doing it, kind of a dark Mandalorian story.
So the thing is,
Maybe he's
is
old and grizzled.
if
Logan.
if they do it right, they could tie it in a lot with the Han Solo movie that
Well,
just
if
came
they
out.
don't, then they're really dropping the ball.
Really dropping the ball.
I swear to God, if they make a Boba Fett movie and we don't have at least, a spy versus spy, remember that old show, the old
Yeah.
cartoon?
Yeah.
That would be a cool Han Solo Boba Fett movie. So like Han Solo's doing his smuggling, Boba Fett's after him, and every time it's like Han Solo gets away by the scruff of his neck. Like there's an explosion, and then Boba Fett walks out of the building that just exploded, and you see the fucking Millennium Falcon flying away. Like if that happened for like an hour and a half, okay.
I'd rather just have a spy versus spy movie.
Right.
Don't
Fair
give me
enough.
Boba Fett. Just give me spy versus spy. Be like,
I mean,
this is something I can get into.
It'd be cool if it was all about Boba Fett and he was literally just an assassin and he got a bunch of jobs before, but then his last job was to kill Han Solo. So
Oh wait, so he's already escaped the Sarlacc and he's coming after Han Solo?
yeah, possibly.
What's a sarlacc?
They
You
could
know what a Sarlacc
It's the thing
is?
that eats him in the
well,
sand.
I don't think they'd go that far yet.
Sand
Because
butthole. Got it.
Yeah.
think about it. Han Solo is
Han
before
Solo's so funny, dude.
the Solo story is right before A New Hope, and
Is it right before?
well, kinda.
It's not like leading
He
up
okay,
to
so
it.
Han Solo is basically meeting Jabba
haven't seen
Hutt.
the movie, I don't
Jabba the Hutt at the end of the movie.
What's the thing called down in the dungeon
Cool.
in Jabba the Hutt's
The
palace?
Rancor.
Rancor.
I
that's
knew
right.
that one actually.
yeah.
Uh,
the Rancor.
Only because Family Guy. There's that scene where he falls down the pit and he's like, "Huh, I didn't know something was a Jedi name."
yeah.
And they're like, oh wow.
Is it Mayor West that fights the Rancor?
No, it's.
I thought it was Chris.
I don't know who it is.
Would anybody like to play Stratego?
I have Stratego.
I have Stratego.
in the Return of the Jedi. There's a funny line where Han Solo is blind because he just got unfrozen from the kryptonite. Is it kryptonite? What is it? Carbonite. Excuse me.
Yeah, carbonite.
Carbonite. Frozen in carbonite. And
Mixing your nerddoms.
DC Star Wars crossover.
so Han
Superman
Solo
versus
can't-
Vader.
He can't see, and
Oh, fuck. Superman would destroy him.
yeah, he got
Oh
that.
yeah, you would.
Han
No doubt.
Solo can't see, and he's on the transport, like the slave transport or the pirate. It's like a pirate ship. They have a plank and everything, and they're like, get out of here,
In space.
Jedi! Like over the desert planet. And
Space pirates.
Han Solo can't see, and Chewbacca goes, anybody can do a Chewbacca impersonation?
No.
Dude,
Anybody
me and
got that?
Mason tried. We
Tried
tried for
so
like
hard.
10 minutes in my car like 3 days
Nuh-uh.
ago.
You guys
We
were just
sucked at it.
parked at.
I bet that,
No,
I
we
bet
were
that was
driving
cringy.
hard, and I did like a
Perkins.
really, I did like a grrrr, like that was
Hey,
it.
that's
Hey,
that's
yeah,
good.
yeah,
Hey,
bravo.
there you go.
That was
good.
That was
not
not
a
Much
bad.
better than I can do.
Yeah, but even that, I was just like, no, that's terrible. And then me and Mason for the next 10 minutes just made fucking
Okay, well,
noises.
While I'm telling this little story from Return of the Jedi, you have to. When I point to you, you do
I can't
the
do it
Chewbacca
again,
sound.
that's
No, you
on
gotta
the
do it
spot,
again.
dude.
So Han Solo's blind. He and then Chewbacca makes his sound.
Grrrr. See, not
Better
even
the first
close.
time.
That's a-
We'll
that's a
just
double
we'll just
bass.
edit in the first one
No.
back into that second one.
See, that's getting worse.
You sound like you're at the dentist.
And he's like, "Does it hurt?" He's-
If I was a dentist, I would be like, now make the Chewbacca noise.
so anyway,
Yeah,
Chewbacca makes his sound,
no.
and he
Now.
and
Oh.
then Han Solo, we don't know what he says, obviously, but Han Solo interprets it as him warning him about Boba Fett, and he's blind and can't see, and he's like turning around real quick, spinning his head back and forth. He's like, Boba Fett. Boba Fett. It cracks me up the way Harrison Ford delivers his lines.
That's
man.
me whenever somebody's like starting to talk about Boba Fett when I'm sleeping. I'm just, oh, Boba Fett. Boba Fett. I'm like, get him out, dude. I'm sick of this stupid character.
Yeah, so
Boba Fett.
so a May for me. Yeah, if a Boba Fett movie's done well, then sure, why not? I don't think it's necessary, but why not?
Let's move on to topic number 2.
Okay, topic number 2. We're gonna divert.
Come on down.
We're gonna divert from the Star Wars thing for a second. We're gonna
Yes.
skip over to some superhero stuff. We have
Finally.
we have a
Jesus.
rumor that Jake Gyllenhaal
Yeah.
or
Mysterio.
Elin Hoolan.
I think it's Swedish.
What?
Jake Elin Hoolan.
Yeah.
Jake Elin Hoolan. Yeah.
Yeah, Gyllenhaal. I think.
Catches a hula hand.
Anyway, he could be. He's in
Mysterio.
talks to play Mysterio in the next Spider-Man movie.
That is dope.
I think I'm more excited about the fact that Mysterio could be in a Spider-Man movie than I am about Jake Gyllenhaal playing
Yeah,
it. But I'm
that's
okay.
where I'm at.
But I'm okay with Jake Gyllenhaal doing it
That's where I'm at.
because I think
though.
Gyllenhaal is a talented dude. What if they got Maggie Gyllenhaal to do it? His sister.
Especially from his when he played in Nightcrawler. Oh man.
Oh yeah, he was a
He-
creepy.
He's
Steve.
creepy, and I feel like he could play a really good villain.
Dude, yeah, that's a good point. I never thought about Nightcrawler as like his like credentials to play Mysterio. but
Right?
Yeah, for
we
sure.
did.
but-
We skipped over the whole yay and nay.
Oh sure. I think.
Yay.
I think that's a yay. Yeah, I think that's a yay.
Definitely, yeah.
Colin, you look a little perturbed.
I mean, don't bring up the past. I'm gonna hit you with a hard. Yeah.
I figured as much.
Yeah,
I like
okay,
it.
thank you.
I just hope it's a comic accurate costume with like the purple and the green and the helmet.
I feel like I've seen like 3 different renditions of the costume,
Yeah.
and then the one time that I saw it and I was like, "That's pretty cool." You were like, "That's not even the right one," and I was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah,
Like, I guess
well,
I'll shut up.
Yeah, I got served, but I don't
Yeah.
even know how.
But I think Gyllenhaal would. would be
Yeah, I
good.
hope they do the whole scene on the bridge. I remember reading the first comic book where Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, we had that
the,
collection.
the Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, where he fights Mysterio, and he's on a bridge, and Mysterio puts up a huge cloud of smoke, and for some reason, Spider-Man's spider sense can't go through the smoke because
Yeah, he can't sense him. And he just gets his ass kicked. There was also that one where he created like clones of the Fantastic Four and was like behind like it was almost like a Wizard of Oz type thing where Mysterio was like pulling these levers and controlling these clones while Spider-Man was trying to fight all of the Fantastic Four, and he's like, "What's wrong with you guys? You know, stop it."
he could take all of them.
That'd
though.
be cool. Oh,
It's gonna be dope. That's the end all
Yeah,
be all for
for sure.
me. Is just
I think
it's gonna
that's
be dope.
Is it?
It's gonna be dope.
Is it gonna be the Tom Holland Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Tom Holland.
It's the
he's-
sequel to Homecoming.
So
Everybody's
Tom
like,
Holland and Jake Gyllenhaal, I like that.
yeah,
combo.
I'm into that.
I'd ship it.
That's hot.
Well, I mean, to each his own. Do you want
That was a unanimous yay, by the way.
unanimous yay? We got this one's Austin's gonna have some shit to weigh in on this one, I believe. Spawn.
Okay,
Have you heard?
all right.
Is this yay or nay?
It's a
Hold
okay.
up.
It's a yay.
So Jamie Foxx is confirmed to play
Yeah,
Spawn.
he's going to
in the
be
reboot.
okay. But is he confirmed?
Yeah.
Is he confirmed to play Al Simmons?
Al Simmons.
Well, if he's played Spawn, I'm sure he's gonna play outside.
Well, he could play
Incorrect.
the guy in the suit.
Damn.
That can be anybody.
Yeah, fucking.
It
Hold
doesn't have to be just Al Simmons.
Didn't hit you with the wrong. Hit you with the incorrect.
But
Savage.
he's playing Spawn.
Yeah, I'm
There's
assuming.
multiple different Spawns.
Yes, there is.
Oh, and that it could be Al Simmons or it could be a different.
Yeah, I
In
can't-
case
I
anybody
can't
was
off the
wondering,
top of
this
my
is
head
a
name
May
it.
from me. It's a May.
Yeah, I'd give it a May.
Okay, but see, here's my grievances. Okay,
Well, yay, nay, or May.
I
said
said
yay.
yay.
Oh, you said yay?
Yeah,
What about
it's a
you,
yay.
May?
I'm gonna give it a May too.
Okay.
That's
I'm gonna
confusing.
give it a
May
me.
gives it a
I'm gonna
May,
give it
May.
a me.
Okay, but my reason for like hesitating though with my answer is that I think Jamie Foxx is great. Like Django Unchained is amazing.
Yeah, for sure. I think Jamie
He
Foxx
did a
can-
really good job.
He can handle acting. for sure.
However, Stealth,
I actually never seen that.
the movie Stealth.
the movie.
The idea
movie
of
Stealth.
itself.
Yeah, I was
It
like, he was
doesn't
like, Jamie Foxx
sound
is a great ninja.
appealing?
No,
I don't know.
it's pretty bad. So I mean that's kind of an X for him, but like.
Sure.
So,
Well, everybody does bad stuff.
but what my
give him
question
a bad-
is, when he plays
Well, I don't know.
Spawn, is he going to play Jamie Foxx or is he going to play Al Simmons?
That's a good question. I think that happens with a lot of actors.
Because
where,
if he plays Jamie Foxx, I'm not gonna like it.
sure.
That's not Al Simmons.
I heard rumors. I think Todd McFarlane said something about.
The Grudge.
Yeah. he said something about how Spawn, the new Spawn movie, was going to be more of a horror movie
I see. I like that.
with Spawn as kind of like a background
I like that.
character
Yeah,
who is
I
like
like that.
showing up and
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
fucking shit up when these main protagonists are dealing with Spawn doing this.
Yeah.
So I could see it as like a cop movie, and maybe there's like some unsolved murders or something like that, and it's Spawn's behind it or something.
Ooh.
Which I don't know. I
This
mean,
could
that,
be interesting.
That could be interesting.
Now
I
that
like
this
that,
is the
yeah.
first
Sure.
I'm hearing
So
of it,
Spawn's
so-
just gonna be like a Phantom of the Night. And
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like, it's like
gonna
a
be
revamp.
more like Spawn.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
because
He's
that's what
supposed
it's
to be
like.
scary.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
The
Like,
Spawn.
yeah, if I was a cop, I would shoot at that guy. I'd be like, ah!
Yeah, instantly. But yeah, the first Spawn movie, not. I mean, it's aged.
oh yeah.
It-
yeah.
Not like a fine wine.
Not
more
like a fine
More
one.
like a gorgonzola cheese. is what
who
you're
plays
telling me.
who plays the clown? Is it?
It's
It's not It's not Danny
Yeah,
DeVito.
John Leguizamo.
Yeah, I was
John
like,
Oh,
that's,
Leguizamo.
I thought you meant who plays the original Spawn, like who plays.
Oh, that's
Which one?
Michael J.
He
White.
said the
Right, right.
clown.
the clown.
my
The
my
clown.
apologies. Yeah.
The Violator.
Yeah.
the Violator.
Yeah. I'll give it. Okay, dude. Image comics back in the day are hilarious.
Yes.
Just the idea of like a character just being named the Violator.
Well, all of them
Wow.
are named something along those lines.
I mean,
Yeah, they're all scary.
What's
there's like the Defiler. You
Yeah,
know, and
yeah.
There's like
what's Thor's like main bad guy, like the big steel guy, just like the Destroyer.
Yeah, the Destroyer.
I'm just
yeah.
oh nice.
Hey, well,
He shoots a beam.
I'm not gonna lie. If some guy walked up to me and he's like, "Well, I'm the destroyer, and my plan is to destroy
Destroy-
things,"
Yeah.
I'd be like, "You are my main villain. I will take you out.
Colin would just look the other way. Just excuse me.
Yeah,
I
well,
will be going.
You may destroy. I am a pacifist."
Yeah.
conscientious
Oh,
objector.
I don't know if anybody cares, but Austin's his favorite quote. I said favorite comic book character, and then Austin he corrected me and said my favorite everything is Spawn.
Favorite everything.
Spawn. Austin has like so many like action figures and
You
collectibles of Spawn.
you
It's
actually, I
outrageous.
think we just talked about this. I couldn't remember your answer. You have a Spawn figure still in the package too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
if I remember.
Just one.
It's got to be one of the McFarlane toys, right? Is that the ones you collect, or you just
Yeah.
collect all Spawn?
No, well, I mean, they're not all McFarlane stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it is in one way or another. But,
Yeah, I guess,
you know, being the creator and all.
Yeah.
But like, no, there's ones I can tell are not like his main ones, like his good ones. You know,
Yeah.
they're still good, but
Yeah.
they're not his like main thing. You know.
Sure, yeah. Todd McFarlane's a busy dude.
You know what
Todd
I was
McFarlane,
hoping
if you're listening,
they would do.
subscribe.
Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe.
I was hoping they would make a like an Assassin's Creed type Spawn game.
Oh,
Wouldn't that
that'd
be
cool.
fucking amazing?
I could see Spawn working in a kind of a Batman Arkham style game.
See,
too.
that's
I could see
that's
that.
what I
just
would
a
like.
just a beat 'em up. You
Yeah.
know.
The
Award you points for stealth and using the shadows and stuff like
The
that.
Yeah,
big
the
thing
cape would be
interesting.
cool.
that
Oh.
I'm not liking
cool
right now,
mechanic.
and it might just be me. Like I can admit if this is me
Yeah.
not liking it. But you don't have to make every superhero game an Arkham style game. Yeah,
Oh, I
it's
agree.
fun to beat shit up. And maybe like now that I'm like saying it, I'm thinking it's like, well, back in the day, all the superhero games were side scrolling beat 'em ups.
Yeah.
Like the Power Rangers, the
And
TMNT.
then for a while they were 3D beat 'em ups.
Yeah. Well, those are god awful.
Like the Spider-Man
Except
games on P2.
until Arkham came in, you know, I mean 3D beat 'em ups were pretty bad.
But yeah,
but-
it did add a sort of a new artistic spin on a beat 'em up
Right.
in a way. You know, you got the third person, but Spider-Man, you know, Batman off to the left of the screen, and
Yeah.
like, then it zooms out during the action sequences and stuff
I
like
just-
that. Kind of neat.
It starts to become at that point when it's an Arkham style beat 'em up. It's just like it gets to the point where Gears of War had the same problem, and it's like, ooh, we got this little bit of story, and then you get into the action sequence, and then you go back to the little bit of story just to find three
Yeah.
more bad guys to go into the
Sure.
action sequence, and it's
It's
like,
the classic blunder of a beat 'em up.
yeah, well,
You separate that shit.
the Spider-Man game, from what I've seen and from what Austin's shown me, is it's going to be more like you are open world, you're
Yeah.
exploring, and you just happen
I
to come
hope.
across bad guys who are robbing
Yeah.
a bank, and that's cool.
I hear it's more of a sandbox type deal.
Yeah,
Where it's like a
open
third,
world.
third person Far Cry type deal.
As
But then
long
you'll
as
just-
where
they
you're
do-
just dropping in.
You'll
and
just have a
fucking shit.
map and you can go to your missions and stuff. And
as long
side
as they
Yeah,
do it
quests.
that
CCA
way,
style.
I'm going to be happy with it. But as far as like if they make a Spawn game that is literally just like the original 3D fighters, where
Oh
it's,
yeah, like
it's,
copy and
here's
paste
story,
the,
here's action, here's story. I'm just not going to like
copy and
it.
paste
No,
the code.
I'd want it to be open world because he can fly with his cape.
Sure, yeah.
He
you
can
do
use it as
virtually
he can
anything.
use it as stealth. He can use it as camouflage.
I
He
mean,
can use it as a
Spawn's-
motorcycle.
Yeah,
He-
there's a
He
scene
can turn
in
into
the-
a fucking motorcycle.
there's
if he
that
wants.
Spawn was
into a
OP.
tank if he wanted to. Huh?
Spawn was OP before OP was OP.
Yeah, he's
you know,
fucking
like,
insane.
Yeah.
I think you would have to like unlock all that stuff later on in the game though. So like you couldn't just
Well, yeah.
fly
yeah,
everywhere
don't make
you
him
want.
OP at
No,
the
there'd
beginning.
be a leveling system, I would assume,
you would
where you unlock
no,
combos.
literally
and stuff
literally
like
what
that.
you would do is just make the game where it starts out as soon as he gets turned into a hellspawn, because when they first get turned into a hellspawn, they don't know anything. He doesn't know shit about how to use his powers or anything. He has to be
Right.
taught that. Then you start getting into character building and plot building and everything, where you start meeting angels, you start meeting people in hell and stuff. It's like that could be a really fucking
Yeah, they'd have to. You'd have to take the right people. Honestly, like it
Uh,
could happen.
Yeah,
It
they
be
could
good,
make it
but-
like an Infamous game where like you could choose being good or bad, because you
and, like-
are
like
Spawn.
have two different like skill trees.
You are Spawn.
where like you can like level up certain like demonic weaponry or something
Right,
like that versus
right.
angelic or something.
Dude,
that could be neat.
I feel I don't know enough about Spawn because, like, now that I'm thinking about it, you guys are like bringing up all this shit, and I'm like, I remember he was in the Xbox Soul Calibur 2. It's like his
like-
leg could be an axe.
No,
That's
hey,
neato.
real talk though, real talk.
Yeah.
I have a Spawn manga at home,
Yeah.
and it's like thick as shit. Like,
You want me to read that shit?
Yeah, read it.
You want me
because
to read
it's
that
not,
shit?
it's not, it's not Al Simmons.
CHICC.
Yeah.
It's not Al Simmons.
Spawn is
Oh.
thick.
It takes place in Japan,
Okay. Oh my. What?
so
Stop.
it's
With Japan.
No,
Blah.
it's a hellspawn that's from Japan.
That's
I'm
kind of
sorry,
But it's
Japan.
like it's modern day though. It's not like ancient or anything.
Japan,
like
I
that.
love you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say stop with Japan.
Japan,
but yes,
I love you.
I'm down to read that.
Dude, check it out. It's a really good read. The art in it is really good. There's like a couple arcs it goes throughout of it. It's really good. You got you should check it out.
I'll check it out. I'll check it
All
out.
right. Well, yeah, but it's more anime than it is comic booky looking.
I was telling Austin earlier that the very first issue of Spawn came out in May of 1992. Austin's day of birth happens to fall in May of 1992.
His favorite
May of
series.
1992. His favorite series came out in the same month and year that
I want to find out. I want to find out the day.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe,
how you find
dude,
that
maybe
out.
that's why you're such a Spawn fan.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Like,
were spawned on the day of
destiny.
Spawn.
It's fate.
It's
Austin, you
destiny.
are Spawn.
I
Me
fucking
and,
wish, man.
Me
I
and
fucking
Garrett were
wish.
talking about this actually like a while ago, but we were talking about who would win in a fight between Spawn and Deadpool.
I can talk about those things all day long, but they bug the shit out of me because it's
I don't know Spawn's whatever, but I know Deadpool's whatever.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Basically,
Deadpool would win, right?
basically, Spawn can only be killed by like holy weapons.
But at the end of it, it comes down to Spawn can be killed, whereas Deadpool can't.
He's got a point there.
Deadpool can be killed as well.
Yeah, if he is,
As-
if
well,
his powers are nullified.
I mean, that's fair. I don't think you could spit on the ground in hell. That shit would evaporate. So it's like, yeah, I don't think you got that in for
well,
you.
okay. So my whole thing about I honestly do hate these, like, which comic book character win? It's like, well, it can't be Goku. Like, I hate these kind of
Oh,
things.
Goku would get fucked up by a lot of people.
Yeah.
I love my boy.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
shout outs to Goku if you're watching.
But like, it's like at the end of the day, it only matters who you favor and who is writing the comic book.
Yeah.
Okay? So like if it's a comic book where Deadpool versus Spawn, if it's in a Deadpool universe, someone would just write the fact that, oh, Deadpool breaks the fourth wall, reaches out of the comic book and brings in a heavenly weapon and kills him.
What if he just erased
He could do that,
Spawn?
right?
Yeah, he can do that.
What if he
Yeah.
just erased Spawn, like, in the comic book?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just
He
done with
literally
it.
can
Simple
do
as
that.
that.
Spawn can't do that.
Yeah, exactly. As
Spawn
simple
can't.
as that. Spawn would be like, who are you talking to?
Yeah.
Where
Oh,
did you
is
get
that?
that?
Yeah, that's Deadpool's only trump card. It's not the fact that he's
Well, yeah, and Deadpool
immortal or
can't fist
whatever.
fight anybody.
It's just the fact that he
Deadpool
breaks the
gets his
fourth
ass
wall
kicked
so
all the
goddamn
time,
much.
but he's just resilient and can't die.
Die.
So, like,
Spawn would put up one hell of a fight, though.
sure.
I think it'd be interesting. It'd be better than
Yeah.
watching, like, another Freddy versus Jason. That's for damn sure.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Where it's just like, who won? I don't know. I think it was a tie.
How many Alien versus Predators are there?
Yeah.
Predators. How many
Alien versus
I never hit puberty.
There-
Alien versus Predators.
There is 3 now.
There's 3
Yeah.
AVPs?
There's AVP,
There's
AVP
comic
2, and then
books, too, I bet.
AVP Requiem.
Let's just get rid of 2 of those and get a Spawn versus Deadpool movie. That sounds good to me. Like, I'd watch that shit.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's 3.
I mean, there's probably
It could just
already
be
going to
AVP
be
and
like
AVP
a
Requiem.
Deadpool Wolverine
Requiem.
movie. Which,
Maybe. I mean, you know that Hugh Jackman said he wasn't going to play Wolverine again.
Well, no, Hugh Jackman said,
He did say.
I'm not going to play Wolverine
You're right.
unless
You're right.
it is picked up by the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, and
and guess what? I think
It could be happening.
I think that's actually happened.
Okay. Well, it hasn't happened yet.
What?
Not,
know,
to,
I'm
not
pretty
to you or I.
No,
Huh?
they purchased. I'm pretty sure they purchased
Now
it.
there's Comcast trumped Disney's bid, so now there's a bidding war over Fox.
God, fuck you, Comcast.
I know, right?
First you give me shitty internet, and now you're taking
yeah,
away my
seriously,
only
it
dream.
took them 4 months to get my Wi-Fi going. That's oh my god.
Comcast.
Wolverine would have had it in a day.
You stole our money, and now you're
Hey,
stealing our
bub, I
childhood.
come
Fuck
to
you.
fix your Wi-Fi.
Hey, bub, you want some Wi-Fi?
all set up there, bub.
Shink.
Is that? Do you think you'll be coming back? Fuck you. And he just leaves.
So yeah, Comcast could be doing that. You know, all this talk about like who could win and stuff reminds me of that scene in Stand By Me where they're sitting there and they're all around the campfire and they're like, who would win, Mighty Mouse or Superman? And then somebody's like, Superman, like Mighty Mouse can't win because Superman's a real guy. And then Vern goes, it's like, be a good fight though. It's just like,
Be a good
it's just
fight.
us. We're just a bunch of little kids sitting around a campfire.
I love you for your
shooting
knowledge. Don't get me wrong, but God, a Stand By Me reference,
Yeah, I
like
love
in the
Stand
middle
By
of this
Me,
shit.
dude.
It's,
That's
like,
my-
it's a good one.
that was a good
That's
reference.
That's my shit.
That's
dude.
what I'm applauding you on. It's like, Stand By Me, quality film, quality film.
Thank you. I guess
Stephen King, if
Cards
you're
of a
listening.
man. A night without armor in a savage land.
Mason and I grew up on that shit.
Yeah, I did.
I guess
You
we're
guys
done
grew
talking
up like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we're done talking about Spawn now. I think that's a bunch of maze.
I
It
changed.
was Maze. Austin gave me a yay.
He
I
gave it a
was
hard yay?
I was kind
gave
of
it a hard
I
yay.
got a raging yay. over
honestly
here.
I was kind of at a May, but I was kind of at a nay.
Now, you were at a.
I was
See,
at a
we're not
nay.
bringing it back up again. The
Yeah,
time
no,
has passed.
it's
You
over.
submitted a May. It's Maze and a yay.
It's
Okay,
Three Mays and a yay.
I got 3 more for you guys. Some of. You tell me if they're excited or not.
Woo, I'm excited.
So you guys have heard the trouble with the next Batman movie.
Nope.
It's like every other week. Fucking Ben Affleck's like, oh yeah, I'm doing it, and then next week he's like, I don't think it's gonna happen.
That's
Batfleck?
still happening.
That's still
Batfleck?
happening. Batfleck, yeah. The Matt Reeves. Ben Affleck's not directing anymore.
Is Matt Reeves related to Keanu Reeves?
I don't believe so.
Well, I am not interested.
You're like signing off. This is called.
It's been a fun podcast.
So
Matt Reeves, if you're listening, please like and subscribe.
So yeah, okay. There's new rumors that the Penguin is going to be the villain in the Batfleck
Why?
movie.
I'm
That's what I said.
perturbed.
No, dude. Okay, first of all,
I said
hey,
why?
Am I the only one on board for Penguin?
Okay.
No,
The
Penguin
only-
should be
if-
in there, but he shouldn't be the main villain.
It should be another Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze.
I would be. Okay, the thing about Penguin.
Chill.
We had a good Penguin Batman.
Freeze in hell, Batman.
Or unless they got Danny DeVito back. Okay, if Danny DeVito reprised the role as Penguin,
I couldn't
fuck
do.
yeah,
I
I'm down.
couldn't.
Fuck yeah, it's a hard
Dude, I'm
I
hard
couldn't
yay.
do it,
I'm
dude.
down.
raging yeah.
I'm down because
couldn't
finally I
do
get
it.
away.
It would be funny.
No, that's the point. The Penguin's funny. No, I'd
Penguin's
get away from.
charismatic.
We'd get away from the Joker. We'd get away from Bane. And it's not like I hate those
No, they're
characters.
just
I love those
repetitive.
characters. Yeah, they're
They
just
bring him.
repetitive.
It's like every Batman's movie is gonna have a fucking Joker.
Yeah.
Or gonna have a Bane.
And
you know, I
when,
honestly.
when the fuck are we gonna get a Solomon Grundy, dude?
Well, he
Solomon
was in
Grundy.
Gotham.
Okay.
No,
Sorry, I brought up Gotham.
But yeah, don't ever. But
gross.
Boop, boop, boop.
I think it'd be cool. Actually, you were talking about Danny DeVito coming back as the Penguin.
Yeah.
What if we had the Penguin and we also got Riddler back and we got my boy Jim Carrey
Okay.
to play the Riddler?
if
And
he
that's our
wasn't,
two villains.
if he wasn't
That's
so
our two villains.
crazy
I don't-
right
He's-
now.
he
It makes
is-
him perfect for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is the
I don't
Riddler.
think Jim
right now.
Carrey is gonna
literally
do any
losing his
movies
mind.
anymore.
So
Perfect.
I don't think Jim Carrey is gonna do any movies anymore.
I don't know.
He has a new thriller coming out.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't. I think I saw the poster. And
I
was
hope he
like,
plays the bad guy.
I'm glad he's still doing stuff. That's probably.
Excuse me.
him.
Yeah,
he really
yeah.
needs it right
I watched a whole video of him the other day of him just like painting, but him like talking very motivational, and it was
Oh yeah.
kinda- it
There's like a
was-
whole documentary
He's
about
Bob
Yeah.
Ross in it.
yeah. He was like,
There's
you know,
nothing- it's
well,
happy little
didn't
accidents.
his girlfriend like pass away or something like that?
that. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't really
Oh.
want to get into that.
Yo, I'm
that's a heavy
Jim
topic.
Carrey. If you're listening, I'm sorry for
That's
that.
a heavy.
dude.
Respect for the king, man. I don't want to bring up the deceased.
What?
The King.
Elvis?
Is this? Yeah. Did Jim
No,
Carrey?
he's the king of comedy, dude.
Did he write down?
Anyway,
Yeah.
okay. There's rumors for a casting. Not really rumors. It's just kind of this one guy has been petitioning really hard to play the Penguin, and I don't know if Matt Reeves has actually acknowledged it yet.
Wait, did we even hit yays on
Oh,
this? Yays
sorry.
or nays?
Batman movie starring Batfleck and a penguin.
Just
Just a penguin.
I like the
May.
Penguin. That's a yay.
Okay.
it's May.
May.
I'm gonna say May just because if Ben Affleck says yeah I'll do it,
Okay.
then I'll be like okay I'll check it out.
I'm gonna say you guys' choices may change after I tell you who's petitioning to. I'm gonna say nay. Raging nay. Right now the person petitioning for it is Josh Gad.
Who's that?
He did. Have you seen Pixels?
Yeah.
Oh
He's-
no!
He's the fat guy in Pixels. He's also the voice of Olaf in Frozen. He played LeFou
But he's-
in
but he's-
Beauty and the Beast
He's petitioning to what?
to play the Penguin.
Hey,
He's
dude,
trying hard to
You
play
said he's
Penguin.
hard petitioning. Maybe he likes the character. Maybe he'll be good. If somebody hard petitions for a role, like how Ryan Reynolds.
I'm sorry,
got
Josh. I
Deadpool,
just
dude.
don't like you, Gad.
Yeah, but maybe
Sorry,
this is his
Gad.
role, dude. Sorry, Gad.
I
Sorry,
mean, do you
Gad.
think that's why
Please
Ryan
still
Reynolds took
subscribe.
Gad, he
the
didn't.
Green Lantern
What?
role?
Gad, he wasn't there. No, sorry.
Do you think that's why Ryan Reynolds took the Green Lantern role?
I think Ryan Reynolds at the time
'cause
that
he
he took
likes the
Green
character?
Lantern. Well, yeah, we know he's a comic book nerd.
Right.
And I mean, now that we know that Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool, yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
We'll finish yays or nays. But
Okay, go for it.
now that we know that Ryan Reynolds can play a fucking mean Deadpool, he was meant to play the character. It's like his Green Lantern was already shit, but it's like now it's just shit. More so in comparison.
Well,
where
now
it's
it's
just
like I feel
well-
like Green Lantern has like flipped the script almost. It's like okay, so the movie came out and people were like, "Yeah, I kind of hate this movie," or they were. I think there's probably there's people who probably enjoyed it when they first saw it because that's how I am sometimes. I see a movie and I'm like, "Wow, that was pretty cool."
Wow.
As I'm walking out of the theater, and then like a couple months later, I'm like, "Oh, dude, this is actually kind of shit."
Well,
yeah.
And then I think now that Ryan Reynolds is kind of like accepting the idea that nobody likes the Green Lantern movie, it's kind of going down in infamy. They're like, maybe I kind of like it again.
I
because
think their
But that's
problem-
why
now
they
it's a
did that
cultural thing.
at the end of Deadpool 2.
I know we're supposed to be talking about the Penguin and all that stuff, but I'm just gonna
it's
say
relative.
the problem with Green Lantern was Hal Jordan. It's because Hal Jordan is a fucking terrible
You
lantern.
honestly think that the only problem with the Green Lantern
Yes.
movie is the fact that it was that
Yes.
particular lantern?
Yes.
Oh,
Well, that and the Sinestro tie-in wasn't that great.
it could have been better.
Yeah, it could have been better.
Well,
let's just say
everything could have been better.
that. Yeah, well, let's see you make a Green Lantern movie, Mason.
If I had the money to do it and not,
You'd do
I
a good
wouldn't.
one.
I wouldn't
Except-
cast Ryan Reynolds.
Except you'd be like, let's throw the Silver Surfer in there. He's not even in this universe.
Fucking
How,
yeah.
how
he'd be-
funny would that be if, like, a couple years down the line, Ryan Reynolds plays the Green Lantern again? Like, it's just like.
If he plays a Hal Jordan that dies, I think he'd be down. I think he'd be
That'd
down.
be funny.
Passing on the
Yeah.
ring to what's his name that I can never fucking
Kyle
remember.
Rayner?
What?
Kyle Rayner?
No, that's the fourth one. Kyle
I
Rayner's
was,
the fourth one. It's the
Guy-
second one.
Guy Gardner?
Guy Gardner. That's right.
I was thinking
Guy
about the
Gardner.
other day, but
Gardner.
Guy
everyone
Gardner.
they bag on my boy Silver
I know.
Surfer a lot,
I heard.
and the thing is, I was
Gilbert
like,
Durper.
okay, who's the guy that
Like
played
who you like, buddy.
who plays Vision in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Don't tell me he'd play a good Silver Surfer because he's Vision.
The guy who played like in Priest.
One
and
second.
all those movies.
He's in
One
a lot of
second.
stuff.
Calculating.
God, this is stupid. Why don't I know this?
Searching
Uh,
files.
Because he's a useless character. I don't. It's.
love the Vision.
Anyway,
No, I
I
meant
would
Silver
love.
Surfer.
Oh,
I
That's why you
think
don't wanna
he would
answer.
play a good Silver Surfer.
Paul Bettany. Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany.
Paul
told you
Bettany
I'd
was
get
a
it.
man.
Well, you had to go all the way to the P's.
Yeah.
To find it.
Yeah. I was just siphoning through file
just-
systems
yeah,
in my
yeah.
brain.
It's okay.
Adam Beam.
I only
Kevin
had to
Bacon.
go to the B's because I file by last name.
Oh, that's smart. That's
Well, you have a
efficient.
lot of shit in the A's. Who has
Yeah.
that many A last names?
No, it's not just last names.
it's
It's,
also
it's
like
everything in
It's
the
first
universe.
names and last names. I stop at D. That for done. That's where it's over.
I'm just
Anyways.
imagining like the SpongeBob episode with like a bunch of Garretts inside his own
in my
brain.
own head.
They're like accidentally burning the files.
Or that-
I'm
or
a
that-
tumor. I'm a tumor. I'm a
One
tumor.
more joke like that, and you're out of here. No, please, I have a wife and 2 kids.
Or that Family Guy where they're like, we're running out of M's. It's like, take the W's and flip them upside down. It's like, we can't just do that. It's a lot of paperwork we got to fill out.
Well,
okay, so
Penguin.
Penguin. Fuck
May.
it. Who cares?
I just like penguins.
Yeah, that's cool.
Not with that. Not with what's his
That's
face.
cool.
I'd be,
Like-
I'd be down if it was
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito or you cast Josh Gad. I don't give a shit, but no one talks in the whole movie. It's just a Batman versus Penguin movie, but Morgan Freeman is narrating it. Like the March of the Penguins.
Don't do it. I knew you were about to
Go
do
for
it.
it. Give us some.
It's like what my best friend always told me. Get busy living or get busy dying.
Well, hello.
Hey, Daniel.
Door
What's up,
that made
Daniel?
a noise.
Hey, D-Bot.
We have a visitor.
Well, so yeah, no on the yay, may, nay on the penguin.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't care.
I like penguins.
Make the movie, and if it's good, then it's good. If it's
Not
bad,
with
then
not
it's
with
bad.
Gat. Not with Gat.
Okay, I got 2 more things for yay or nays. That's
Dead
it. Actually.
silence.
X-Men: Dark Phoenix. That movie is coming out whether we like it or not, and the reviews aren't good.
Hey, bye, Daniel. I'm
The-
glad you
Yeah,
said goodbye.
Bye, Daniel.
He got noisy.
I hope he opens the door and says bye. Like, that's what I wanted to do.
Buzzing, buddy.
So, X-Men: Dark Phoenix. I hated X-Men Apocalypse.
What?
It's a piece of shit, dude.
Dude, I like
It's a
okay, the
piece.
beginning is like brutal though. Like
Well-
that guy that gets all folded up and everything.
Sure, but does that merit to base a movie on?
No, but when I saw that, I was
It's
like, oh.
is it a good movie? Well, the opening was brutal. So
Yeah, you got folded
I,
up.
I liked Days of Future Past, though.
Sure, I gave it too much credit when it first came out.
Of course.
It's still good. I still think it's the best out of like the most recent X-Men movies. Well, I don't know. I really like First Class, honestly.
Yeah, first class.
I
is dope.
honestly really like.
And
First
of course, Logan, you know.
Yeah, I think my
Logan.
Shit. Other than Deadpool, my favorite X-Men movie might be fucking First Class.
Might be first class.
I think.
Why
it
are you
is.
saying that in such a like
First
a negative
Well,
class?
I just don't know.
Really?
First class is sick.
So First Class is sick.
It's sick.
Yeah. Okay, Dark Phoenix is happening. I don't think it's going to be any fucking good because one, Fox is selling their shit off, so they're just tying up loose ends. They're trying to get rid of it.
Yays all
Oh.
around.
Nay.
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 Yay in the idea that it's over.
Yeah, no. Finish your point on Dark Phoenix. We're not talking about it.
Okay.
That was unanimous nay with
That
a may.
unanimous nay. Dark Phoenix is gonna bomb. Nobody's gonna give a shit. It's probably gonna be a bad movie. They're gonna recycle the scene of,
Damn.
of fucking Quicksilver.
I told him to get
Go-
over
Why don't you
it.
eat
and
your
he-
words?
yeah.
Going fucking speedy and saving people and playing a pop song from the 80s. They just repeated that same scene in Apocalypse that was in Days of Future Past, and I was like, fucking blow it out your ass, fucking Bryan Singer.
Blow it out your ass. I ought to break a broom handle
Skipping
off in
X-Men
your
Dark
ass.
Phoenix, I'm not into it.
No, that's a nay. It's
X-Men
just
are
a
my
nay.
favorite, and I'm at an age right now where I can admit that the X-Men movies as a whole are bad. It's okay.
I can tell just by looking at you that hurt.
It
Yeah, no,
did.
that was
that
like
hurt.
I've recently come to terms with it.
that was a deep like thing.
Boom,
That
boom, boom, boom,
Did
boom,
you need to
boom,
take a
boom,
break?
boom,
Like
boom,
that was a load off.
Boom, 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 boom. They're bad.
Oh, wonderful. I came to the same realization about Mortal Kombat. It's like half the games I won't play again.
Well, that's
Of
because
course.
half the games, anything past
Nope.
Mortal
Because
Kombat
we're doing a
3.
playthrough of Deception.
No, anything past Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 up until MK9 is just hot
Yeah, and
garbage.
then MKX isn't good either.
No. Fuck you.
R.I.P. Mortal Kombat. MK11.
What's his name? Is it Aaron Black?
Aaron Black. I like
Aaron
him.
Black? No.
I like him.
He's a tool.
No, he's
I like,
stupid.
Sure, yeah, his
stupid.
character is an asshole.
him and Cassie
My
Cage.
my
Ooh,
my
what did he
favorite
do?
character is Leatherface. I
My favorite Mortal Kombat character is the Predator.
I can mash
I'm a,
X and somehow it
Oh,
works
it's-
out.
I'm a Freddy Krueger fan myself. I really like Freddy Krueger
and
in
they
the Mortal
took him
Kombat
out.
games.
Isn't that weird?
Ooh, he shouldn't have been there.
Well, yeah, but like,
Yeah, let's take him out and put Jason in there.
you know what, yeah, that's what doesn't make any sense. It's
He
like they,
has a cool feature where he can die and then resurrect.
yeah,
though.
that's neat.
cool.
But like,
It's like TJ Combo.
Fuck TJ Combo.
I fucked you up with TJ Combo.
We're not getting into this, but you did.
TJ Combo.
my next thing I've got here for yay or nay is it's just like a buying thing, so it's all hearsay. Hasbro, you guys know.
Yes.
Your
What is
boy
the difference between
Hasbro.
hearsay
Bro.
and heresy? Aren't they spelled the same?
Are they?
No,
I know. Are they not?
no, they are not.
I don't know.
Can that be the title?
Hair-
of this episode?
hearsay.
What is the difference between
Heresy is HERES.
I didn't mean it. I know
Why?
the difference. I know the difference.
okay.
Like
And
actually,
hearsay is
Did you just say heresy was HRESY?
yes.
Hershey chocolate?
Let's not get into
Heresy.
this. I was just saying. I thought they were spelled the same, and I was like, "What makes you say hearsay and heresy is different words?" Is what
No,
I
they're
was
not spelled the
meaning.
same.
Somebody
I know
hop on
they're
the Googs
different.
and find out while I
Googs.
talk about Hasbro.
Yo, Googs.
Hasbro.
Yo, I'm hitting
Hasbro
Googs up. I got
has
him.
recently acquired the rights for the classic Saban television series Power Rangers, the Mighty Morphers.
Yay.
That's a yay?
Ah.
Okay, just I wanna give you all the facts.
I like that one movie with the goo.
Ivan Ooze.
Ivan
Ooze.
Even
dude.
that's
Oh, yeah.
really bad.
That's another problem I have with Apocalypse. Fucking Apocalypse looked like Ivan fucking Ooze. That's not cool. Not my Apocalypse.
Dude, I really not
Hashtag
here.
not my
It's
Apocalypse.
just if they make it anything like the new Power
Alright,
Rangers
my
movie,
goobs
I'm gonna
ain't
be
working.
upset.
Dude, I shut that off 30 minutes into it.
You didn't like it?
I fucking hated the Power Rangers reboot that just came out. Like,
Dude,
Yeah, it was
I just
really
remember
bad.
the
It was
whole
really bad.
scene.
garbage.
I'm hitting you with the nay because I don't care enough about Power Rangers right now, and I'm also gonna go get hydration.
yeah, but can you collect me something? To drink?
How
That'd be
many
wonderful.
people need hydration?
Me, baby.
Me.
That's a 4-man
Let us
hydration.
know in the comments if you need hydration. Yeah, the Power Rangers reboot was such a fucking train wreck, dude.
Can you give me
Yeah.
something non
The only thing I remember is that scene where
as well?
Sure, buddy.
it's
As
towards
well.
the end.
my
So
cup is on the
basically,
couch.
the
I
whole
didn't get that far. Spoiler. I don't care.
the whole
It's on
freaking
Hulu.
movie is them training. Like,
Yeah.
and you're just like, and they can't all morph because they're not working as a team. That's the whole basis of the story. They're like, you can't become
Grown.
you can't become a Power Ranger unless you have the heart for it.
God.
And you're just like, oh, come on. But then
Yeah.
finally, at the end of the last 20 minutes of the movie, they fight the bad guys.
They fight Rita Repulsa,
Th-
right?
but they're right before it, they're facing a bunch of her minions. Like there's hundreds of
The
them.
flying.
No, actually, no.
The-
She didn't have any. They just had a bunch of rock monsters.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're kind of stupid.
sorry.
And but
And then
the
there's
the funny scene was they all the Power Rangers jump up onto a cliff, but they all land in like a superhero pose.
stance? Yeah, superhero.
and
Superhero landing.
and the Red Ranger just goes, yeah, and turns over and looks at all of them.
Actually, that sounds like a scene I would have
And
enjoyed.
I did enjoy it. I was like,
I was
oh
like,
wow,
that's my Power
I was
Ranger.
like,
Oh, the cheese, I like
the
it.
cheese.
Yeah, I'd be into that.
And then of course they stood up to all the guys and they were like, let's get these guys. And then
hell yeah.
and then like, yeah, let's crash them.
Okay, my problem, the first fucking scene is they're smuggling that cow into the rival high school's fucking what's it locker room. They smuggle a fucking cow into the rival high school's locker room, and the first words that come out of somebody's mouth it's a masturbation joke.
Oh, I remember
Yeah,
that.
it's fucked up.
It is fucked
the
up.
one guy goes like, he's like, oh, I think he's pissed or whatever, or I think this Kyle's pissed. And the one guy goes, don't worry, I just milked her. He's like, you milked him. You milked him.
Yeah.
There's only one udder. And he goes, oh my God. Like, that is a joke in a Power Rangers movie?
Well, I just
Fucking jerking off a cow?
I want to say
What the fuck?
I'm back, and I'm very confused. What's wrong with
Probably
jerking off
perturbed.
cows in Power Rangers movies?
Nothing's wrong with it. I mean, you can do what you want.
It was
Cows
just
need
really
love and do
weird
that.
and very unexpected.
Yeah, very.
You got to draw the line somewhere,
it's a weird
man.
Tone. And obviously,
don't.
and also the whole the intro sequence when Bryan Cranston plays Zordon.
Yeah.
was a Power Ranger in the
Was a Power
in the,
Ranger.
like Cenozoic fucking period.
Yeah, it was
And
kind
Rita
of crazy.
Repulsa was the Green
was,
Ranger.
Yeah, was.
Oh my God, fucking kill me.
Wait, a girl was the Green Ranger?
Yeah, Rita Repulsa. You know the bad bitch
On a
from,
different planet.
She was like, the Earth will be mine.
Yeah, I know who she is.
She in the reboot was the Green Ranger a fucking bajillion years ago.
I don't like that idea, but the idea of the Green Ranger being a chick is
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm cool with that, obviously. Just not Rita Repulsa, because then you're like, it's like everything's interconnected.
Well-
it's like pulling the fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles again.
It's like it's them trying to be hashtag deep, where they're like,
No, it's
let's
not deep.
No, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
There's
know.
them
Yeah.
trying. It's like, what if we made it so the main villain woman was also a Power Ranger at one
Yeah.
point, and somebody's like, "You're a genius, Bill. That's why we keep you here."
It's so dumb.
But
I
the
hated it.
movie is very stupid, and there's even messed up part where it's kind of like an almost lesbian type scene where
Why is that messed up?
well, because like
Yo,
The-
Mason,
uh,
choose your words wisely, dude. This is June 1st, aka this is National
This is
Pride
the
Month,
beginning of
dude.
Pride
Don't
Month.
yeah,
you
it is
do
Pride Month.
shit
No,
on
no,
them.
no, no. I was just in the movie. There is a scene where
Is it just
Repulsa comes up and chokes the main chick, like of the movie, and
Kimberly?
gets really close to her and like whispers in her ear, and it's kind of you're just
So
like,
it's not
what
that it's
the-
lesbian. It's
no,
like,
but it's
like kind of
it's like graphic and kind of like
little
So a
rapey
girl
almost?
Yeah,
choking
it's
out
really
another
weird.
girl is instantly lesbian to you, huh?
well, no, it's just the chick was
You
coming
guys
on
picked
to
the
her.
weirdest shit to get mad about.
I didn't
We're
get
not
that
even
far.
mad. I'm
No,
not
I was
mad.
just saying
I'm
the
just
chick
teasing the
the
boy.
chick was
Same.
coming the bad chick was coming on to the main Power Ranger chick, and it was
Wow.
just kind of weird to put that in
I'm
a Power
glad I
Ranger
named
movie.
this. I don't know what's going on. I came into cow
Yeah, let's
ejaculation and
let's get off Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Rita.
Anyway, okay.
Fuck Power Rangers.
One little thing. Hasbro bought it. Hasbro owns Transformers. They own GI Joe,
Yep.
and they own.
And look where those
Mass-
have gone.
they own
And
Ouija boards.
Micronauts?
They make Ouija boards.
We're gonna get a Power Rangers and Ouija board crossover,
Dude, what have I not been waiting for this
No,
whole
but
time?
yeah,
We're
the
gonna be able to
idea is
speak
that
to Optimus Prime
I think Hasbro.
Sick.
I think honestly Hasbro is
because
going
he's
for
dead.
A,
Spoiler.
Yeah, you say the spoiler before you say it. Like you go spoiler, he's dead. Not he's dead. Spoiler. Like,
we'll fix it. In
No.
post.
we'll fix it. We'll fix that in post.
I think Hasbro. The rumor is that we got another visitor.
Yeah. What's going on, dude?
we do got another visitor. It's fucking
Berg.
Berg.
Hey,
Hey, what's
buddy.
up, Big
This
Berg?
is a 2-for-1 deal. We get Daniel Berg. Yeah.
Good.
Well, we're talking on a recording device.
You're on the
inside.
Bootleg Shanty
hey, so Berg,
podcast.
what's your input on the new Power Rangers movie?
I thought it was fucking badass.
Sick.
Berg thought it was
There's a
fucking
badass.
Okay, we got a yay on there.
favorite part's where he bitch slapped the bully.
Oh yeah, okay, that part was kind of funny.
Yeah, I was like, I thought that. I was like, all right, this is gonna be a good movie. Set it off for me right there.
So the idea is that like Hasbro is.
Bye, Berg.
Bye.
I think the idea is Hasbro is developing its own universe to rival Marvel in a way.
Well, Hasbro.
Where they're going to create a Hasbro universe where we get Transformers meet fucking
G.I. Joe?
G.I. Joe.
Are you telling me there's a world where Megatron and Cobra Commander team up? Because that's dope.
Okay, and when you say it,
Oh
it
my
sounds
God.
good.
Do you guys imagine that?
I know.
Cobra
don't.
Commander, like in, what's his name?
You can just say, you don't have to hold up your finger, Austin. You can just be like, we've hit 1 hour.
We're at an hour.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
Wowzers.
And we haven't even gotten into
I know.
the big stuff. This
We-
is sick. I like
we,
this.
we dwelled on those yays or nays. That is all I have for yay or nay this week. Tune in next time.
And play along at home. Feel free always.
Ask your friend. You guys may have already heard about those news, so you guys may have already been talking about it. But we don't get to see each other as often as we would like. So
Why are you doing
we're
that with your
playing-
voice?
I don't know. I don't know.
So,
I don't.
And
fucking
we
know.
just want to,
yeah, we're playing a little catch
relay stuff back to you, and you
I don't know
relay
why
stuff
I'm
back
doing
to
that
us.
voice. It's not like it's funny.
how's it going, Big Cat? You look a
It's
little
hot in here.
You look perturbed.
It is.
It's really
It
hot
is
in
hot
here.
in here,
I
yeah.
can't drink in hot places.
I can drink in hot places. In fact, I primarily drink only.
Drink in hot places.
Well, I mean, now that we got the yays and nays out of there, this is actually reaching the spoiler point, where if you don't want to be spoiled for the following: Infinity
Yeah.
War,
Dun,
Deadpool
dun.
2, you can turn it off or skip to the very end,
Yeah,
probably
shut
the
it
last
off.
10 minutes.
There's gonna be theories, speculation, and just overall talk about what we fucking saw. So I guess here we go.
So, Cable is fucking badass.
Well,
I love
so
Cable.
are we going Deadpool 2 first? or
Yeah,
we
let's
going
do
to-
Deadpool
I
2.
honestly
It's the
feel-
shortest
in
one.
my mind, I think.
So you guys want to go, because I haven't seen Deadpool 2. That's I'm not saying that you guys like. I'm down to listen to the spoilers. I'm down to weigh in, but Infinity
Because you're
War.
a fucking adult.
Yeah, Infinity War is something I can get behind. But if you guys want to talk Deadpool, I'm not going to be the minority that's like, let's not talk Deadpool. I want to talk Infinity War. So
Yeah, I get you.
if you guys want to talk Deadpool, that's fine. Just let's. Is that's it? Deadpool?
Yeah,
Let's
that's
talk
good.
more about Power Rangers.
No, you don't.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Okay,
good
so
God.
back to
Nasty.
Deadpool.
All right, Deadpool 2. So what would you like? Cable.
Oh, dude, I love
Loved
Cable.
it.
Dude, he's literally the MVP of the movie.
So he's
You
not.
think-
Yeah.
I was cut between because I got asked that same question. I went to work after I saw it. They were like, "So who's your favorite part?" Or whatever. And I was like, fuck, I love me some Cable. Cable's like my favorite guy. Like Austin with Spawn is me with Cable. I'm like, oh,
Cable's your favorite?
give me more Cable. Yeah.
So this isn't basic Cable. This is like full package
Oh,
Cable.
dude, this is fucking.
This is like
This
$80
ain't
a month.
Comcast.
Yeah, this is $80 a month.
You like
I like Domino.
you like what? Oh yeah.
Domino fucking ruled that movie, dude.
She was a
loved it.
badass.
So
I
fucking
can't lie.
great.
Domino was she was badass in that movie.
That was dope.
I loved how they touched on her powers a lot.
Oh yeah,
You know.
and the way they visually showed it.
Yeah, yeah.
And the joke being Deadpool saying like it's like your powers aren't compatible with visuals or whatever, and then they just do it flawlessly.
Yeah.
With, like people just falling over and hitting their heads on bricks and walls falling over and smashing them. Like it's fucking.
But
brilliant.
Awesome.
isn't it ridiculous that he literally just mentions Infinity War and
oh yeah, it's.
says
I would-
Thanos?
Well, he
I
has.
wouldn't
Yeah, he
expect
has to.
anything less. Yeah.
He has to. Josh Brolin is fucking
It's-
both. So
We're now moving on to the Infinity War section.
Wow, I get to talk a lot sooner than I thought.
But yeah, I love Josh Brolin. I think he's fucking great. I remember being in like middle school and just like I think I saw No Country for Old Men, and I was like, I am watching everything Josh Brolin is in. Like
Dude,
I
the
went to
The
my
Goonies
local-
is great.
Oh yeah, of
He's
course.
a good
There was
character in the Goonies.
a Goonies reference too.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, Deadpool looks at him and he goes like, "Take it easy there, One-Eyed Willie."
Oh
Like,
shit.
That's fucking awesome.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But yeah, just so you know, Josh Brolin plays both Cable and Thanos.
Well,
Meta.
this
But he
this,
Colin,
this
just so you know,
changes
Colin.
things.
He plays them both perfectly.
Yeah, well, I mean, the only one I can weigh in, obviously, is Thanos. But I loved Thanos, and does
Could only
Cable
assume.
Completely
die?
different-
Is Cable
No.
died?
No.
So
he
he's gonna
what?
be. Is he died?
No.
Is he?
Is he what?
Is he
Indicted?
Is he dead? Is he dead?
No.
So you're telling me we have a man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe who not only is playing the big bad,
Yeah, boy.
he is also possibly going to be fighting against the big bad.
I don't think
What?
they're not gonna tie in Cable against Thanos.
Yeah, if
Is
If
this
Ma-
about to be Austin Powers Infinity Wars where he just plays every role? Fucking Cable's like, I'm Thanos, I'm Cable.
Yeah.
I'm also this random guy. Like
Daddy
that's-
wasn't there. No.
I'm Adam Warlock. Sorry.
Oh, I'm Silver Surfer. Thank you.
Please. He's also the black hole that Silver Surfer saves Doctor Strange from.
Yeah.
Like, just to tie everything together. Mason had this whole spiel about Doctor Strange going through a black hole, and he's like, and you just see Silver Surfer's hand. Because,
I mean, that sounds like such like a shoehorned
Yeah.
No.
fucking reference
Mason,
to somebody or
It's gonna-
cameo.
It's gonna be amazing.
It's like in Batman v Superman where there's just a computer fucking screen.
All stand and listen to Fat CEO Baby.
that's a reference of Boss Baby on Netflix. Baby.
Boss Baby on Netflix.
Okay, so yeah, I don't think if Marvel gets a hold of Fox and the rights to X-Men, we're probably gonna see a recasting of a lot of people.
Yeah, but
Well-
I do see a
Specifically the X-Men.
speculation, of course, a Avengers versus X-Men movie coming out future wise.
Yeah, it's probably a ways. It's forever away.
Of course, but
It's
You-
not even on or Marvel's like radar. They're not
You
even
say-
thinking about it. They've got shit planned for years.
You say recasting like it's a bad thing, but like I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care for Scott Summers, aka Cyclops.
Yeah, the
I
Yeah.
mean,
boy wonder.
we already got.
Wait, you don't care for the character? You don't care for how he's being portrayed in the
I
most
don't
recent
care.
movies?
I honestly don't care about Cyclops
Dude,
at
he's
all.
a tortured boy.
He's a tortured boy. my
He's just a
girl-
boy.
Yeah, my
goes through a
girlfriend's the
lot.
most powerful being in the universe,
I wish-
and I'm nothing but a guy who has to wear sunglasses
make-
when he showers.
You
Like,
make
this is
Cyclops
terrible.
sound like he's sitting in his office going, "Oh no, my pocket protector."
like I want to see more of Beast and Jubilee
Yeah, I
and
mean
stuff.
that's it. But
you know,
my
Sure,
main thing is
down with that.
um,
Absolutely.
I think all of the X-Men can get recasted. I think there's only one X-Men aside from the staples, which is Professor X and like Wolverine that we know. I think the only person who played their character right was the chick that played Kitty in
Ellen Page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because Ellen
Yeah, you
Page.
adore her.
Yeah.
I think Michael Fassbender as Magneto is really good. And like Days of Future Past, First Class.
This
and
is
Apocalypse.
bad to admit. I was thinking of the first X-Men trilogy.
Oh, Ian McKellen.
Yeah,
Fucking Gandalf.
Yeah, which he didn't do a bad job. But
No, yeah.
I was like, we can afford a recasting. But I mean, there's probably a lot of characters that would be good as they are. And I mean, Marvel. The MCU,
They know what they're doing.
Dude, MCU knows what they're doing, and they also could just get those people back.
Yeah, if they wanted to, and if they didn't, they're gonna cast somebody just as good, if not better. You're right. Recasting isn't a bad thing. It's just it has crossed my mind that it's like I've spent several years getting to know these guys as these characters, and it's
Right.
like I'm not.
And now they're introducing all these new characters, like with Paul Rudd as Ant-Man and what's his face is Donald Glover is
Prowler.
Solo?
What?
No, he's. Are you talking about Solo? Like Donald Glover being in the Solo movie? Is that what
As
you're saying?
Lando?
what?
Or him in Homecoming, Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah,
Yeah, he played a character called the Prowler,
yeah.
which they're not gonna. I don't.
He's just a random character.
Well, he does have a name and a comic book origin of a supervillain for Spider-Man called the Prowler, but that's not going to happen. I think it was just a nice little Easter egg, nice little cameo for us to be like, ooh, he'd be nice to Prowler.
Dude, I'm just saying, Donald Glover
Prowler.
on
Yeah.
fire, dude. That man
for
is
sure, dude.
that man is in fire right
If
now.
it is not the summer of Josh Brolin, it's the summer of fucking Donald Glover for sure. Like-
He's killing it. I love that guy. I love Donald Glover. So
But I mean, what did you think though? I mean, did you like it?
Deadpool?
Yeah.
Am I doing a yay or nay?
No, it didn't have to be yeah. Just like,
I
did you like it?
loved it. Honestly,
is it your favorite?
is it my favorite? What?
Is it your
Deadpool.
favorite?
Favorite movie of all time is Deadpool 2. No.
No,
Wow, you
Because
need
to
to
me
get out
personally, dude, honestly, it's one of my favorite superhero movies.
Yeah, I think it's definitely up there. I think it's marginally better than the first one. I think the first one's really good, honestly. I
What,
really
what
like
did you
the
think
first
about
Deadpool.
What did you think about Juggernaut being in it?
Dude, dope.
Yeah.
He looks
Oh.
so good.
Yeah, he
Ryan
looked really
Reynolds
good.
does the voice of the Juggernaut?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
yeah,
I wondered
which
who
is
it was.
Really, really neat. Yeah, he does both
what
of them.
can't you do, Mr. Reynolds?
Yeah.
What can't you do? Play Green Lantern, apparently. but-
Fucking.
I just loved all the things at the end with
the time travel?
the
What-
time
yeah,
travel.
yeah,
Where he
yeah.
and,
he's like, I'm just cleaning a few things up here.
yeah, and it goes
Mixing up
back
the
and it goes
timeline,
back
yeah.
to Green Lantern because it shows Ryan Reynolds at his desk with
the
Reading
Green
the
Lantern
script.
script.
yeah,
And
reading
he
the
shoot
script.
Deadpool shoots him in the back of the head before he can accept the Green Lantern script.
Hilarious.
Fucking see, this is why
Spoilers.
Ryan Reynolds is
kills
literally
it, dude.
Deadpool.
And
He's the best.
in Wolverine Origins when they have him in the end of that. You know what I'm talking
Yes.
about? Okay, he goes back and finds that character, that version of himself, and like before him and Wolverine can fight, Deadpool comes out of nowhere and just shoots him, and like that's when he tells him, he's like, "Sorry, I'm just cleaning a few things up here." He proceeds to shoot him like 8 or 9 more times.
While
he just
he's
like
just
unloads a clip on
staring at
him.
Hugh
Yeah,
Jackman.
he's just like staring at Hugh Jackman, just unloading his gun into him.
I need
It's
to go see
wonderful.
Deadpool.
Yeah,
If
it's so good.
If I don't go see Deadpool 2, know that I watched all the pirated shit off of YouTube. That's
Nice.
We're gonna
Wow.
bleep that out. Sorry, Fox.
no.
But yes, yay on Deadpool 2,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, Deadpool 2 was fucking great.
Why are you yaying? There's no yays. You're just talking about Deadpool 2.
Yay.
Oh, dude, I love it. How'd you like the other cameo when Deadpool's in the X Mansion? He's like, "Why is it only you two here?" Yelling at Colossus and Negus
Yeah,
and the Teenage
yeah.
Warhead. And
But then Beast comes
right
out of nowhere.
yeah, right behind him is like Beast closing the door with like Cyclops and Professor X.
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god, that
Genius.
was the highlight, dude. I think honestly, Deadpool 2 is almost like a comic book. It's like a movie for comic book movie fans. It's like because of the reference to fucking, there's how Logan dies at the end of Logan.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa, spoilers.
That's a couple years old. If you haven't seen that, then go fuck yourself.
Oh, he does not mean that. Do not go fuck yourself. Logan is a good movie. You
I mean,
should
do
watch
what you
it
want,
fully.
but like, don't do it because I told you.
Hey, bub.
But so like, he gets skewered by that tree in Logan, and in the beginning of the movie, he's playing with a toy of Logan who is skewered
By
the
a tree, yeah.
It's
It's
like
like a music box type
Yeah.
thing where he like winds it up and then he clicks the tree that's sticking up out of Wolverine's chest or whatever,
And it
and
just
it starts
spins
spinning really
around.
slow, playing a fucking song.
It's literally like all the references to like other comic book movies. Just honestly, I watch it with my girlfriend, Erin. I love you if you're listening to this.
Hey, Erie.
Shout out to Aaron. Like and subscribe.
I was watching it with her, and I realized like part way through the movie that I was like, I don't know if she's seen all these other comic book movies that it's referencing. I was like, this movie is literally for me. It's like, hey, you fucking nerd. You remember when this happened?
You're a nerd and you're gonna like this.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and that's kind of what his jokes are too. They're always just like, how we called this person a pop culture reference.
Yeah. But that's what makes the Deadpool movies like such good movies, because he
They're
literally
fun.
it relates to so many things, and
Right when
he yells a bunch of cuss words and you like it.
yeah,
like it.
like when Colossus shows up and they're trying to subdue Fire Fist, and he says something. He's like, "Come quietly, or there will be trouble." And the Fire Fist goes, "You stole that from RoboCop."
Yeah, that is funny.
Like, all these little things that like, or he's like, "Take another move," and Justin Bieber dies, referring to Negasonic Teenage Warhead. And then Deadpool turns around and goes like, "He called you Justin Bieber." Like, it's really.
Isn't
funny.
there that scene in like a I want to say it's like a CSI or whatever that Justin Bieber gets just lit
Oh yeah,
up?
he gets destroyed in
Yeah,
that
it's
episode.
just
Yeah.
like
Wait, what?
there's like a CSI episode where Justin Bieber Justin Bieber plays like this kid that's like a homicidal maniac or
Oh,
some
what the
shit.
fuck?
And he like tries to run around a van, but there's like people waiting for him and they just light him up. And I'm like, he's dead by like the third bullet, but there's like 40 more that follow. Like
Jesus, is that like?
it's when he was a kid too. It's like when he was
Really?
young.
Oh,
like
man.
I want to say it was like a few years after One Love. Like that's how long
Holy
it was.
shit, dude! I gotta pull that YouTube clip up.
Yeah, dude, it's
I wanna
awesome. Just
see that.
And Justin Bieber, if you're listening.
Like, comment, and subscribe. No, I did love all the little Easter eggs and stuff like that. Especially like seeing some of the Deadpool, like those fucking movies have like such a place in my heart because they pull out these fucking random ass fucking characters and throw them into this movie, like fucking Shatterstar and fucking Bedlam. Like Shatterstar, he's a big deal in the X-Force comics where
He got fucked.
he did get fucked in the
Yeah.
movie.
He got fucked.
which-
Holy shit, he got fucked.
It left me in awe. I literally sat there with my mouth agape because I was like, "Oh, cool! They're setting up an X-Force movie," and then they just kill Shatterstar, Bedlam, and Zeitgeist all in like 2 seconds, and I'm like, "What?"
That
And
sounds
then
awesome.
and then I laughed hysterically. 'cause
Of
it's like,
course.
they build it up like, "Oh, hey, these are these characters that you love from X-Force. Guess what? Fuck them."
what was the
Bad
random
news
guy's
is-
name that was on the team?
Peter.
Peter. Yeah.
Bad news is the whole team's dead.
Yeah.
Good
God, I
good
loved
news,
it.
it's just us.
So it's like, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's almost like Deadpool 2 hit like, it's this new movie that just hit all the correct nostalgia points.
It does.
Because
It does.
It really hits the inner comic book nerd in you, where it's just like,
Oh.
man, this could be really cool if I could see all the X-Men. But you
Yeah,
talk about
for
that
sure.
scene where Beast is shutting them all in,
Yeah.
and it's just like,
And I laughed.
and it's like, oh, it'd be really
hysterically.
cool if I got these characters from X-Force. And it's like, well, here they are, but we're gonna fucking kill them. And it's like, so it's like it's a new movie for nostalgia purposes.
Yeah, it was really really fucking enjoyable, and I love X-Force. Like X-Force is one of those comics that I actually collect. I have like a bunch of random issues of random different comics, but X-Force is one of
Yeah,
those ones
I've-
where I'm like, I've got like fucking 4 or 5 copies of X-Force #1 just because I found them, and I was like, you know what?
I've read a
You
lot
know,
of
I've
them.
got 3 of
A
them,
lot
but
of
I could
yours.
use 2
Yeah.
more.
There was one with War Machine,
Hey, he's
Or
called
is
the
it-
Iron Patriot now. Don't call him War Machine.
but
Be politically correct on this
he
podcast.
literally
please.
he lays down the fire on it's not
No, I think I remember that.
it's someone who has regeneration powers, and like I'm pretty sure they're just like healing while he's just.
No, yeah, he's fighting X-Force for some reason. He fights like Cannonball and name's not Tigra, is it? I don't fucking remember. Cannonball, Shatterstar, which the look of Shatterstar in Deadpool 2 was fucking spot on. He had
Yeah.
the fucking cheesy ass fucking ponytail and the head fucking garb, and I was just like, all right.
I mean, I remember.
Yeah.
Garrett,
Thank
I remember
you.
when I used to be into nostalgia. Like that's how it goes.
Okay, there's a nostalgia can be weaponized.
Yeah, you
It can.
use it.
No, yeah, like Beauty and the Beast comes out, and it's like I love Beauty and the Beast, and it's like,
Beauty and
we're
the
just
Beast.
we're just trying to make $1 billion. Excuse me.
Yeah. Excuse me
Emma
while
Watson
I get a
played a
small loan of $1
good
billion.
Bell.
dollars.
Emma,
Oh.
she played such a good Belle.
Was it good?
I mean,
I
it
I
had that-
actually haven't.
okay,
seen
it's
it.
kind of
Alright,
like
same.
take for instance Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Okay, I liked Guardians of the Galaxy
Where's
2.
this going?
I like Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Volume 2, but okay, so the end is kind of the classic hero thing, like, oh, everybody's dying, no one's gonna make it, no one's gonna make it.
Yeah.
You're just sitting there like, well,
They're
they're
gonna
gonna make it.
I've seen Marvel's
and then,
schedule.
and then
There's a
Chris
third one
Pratt's just
planned.
like, I got extra power that I don't know where it came from. Bah, gotcha, bitch, and then saves the day. And that's kind of what it's like in Beauty and the Beast. You're just kind of like, oh, everyone's gonna die. They're all like freezing. They're all like, oh, we're turning to stone. Help us, Belle. Help us, Belle.
And then
she's-
Mrs. Potts is like Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Long story short,
Yeah, I never saw it.
Emma Watson is beautiful and plays a great Belle.
That's great.
Shout out to Emma Watson if
Yeah,
you're
if,
listening.
if you're listening, Emma Watson.
Good
but
for- good
I
for her.
wish.
yeah, I wish to definitely.
Yeah, Deadpool 2 is it's a cool movie.
So I just want to let it be known that when when Deadpool 2 was first announced, like I watched
Yeah.
the first Deadpool. I loved the first Deadpool. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not a movie goer. I'm just not.
Yeah, I
you
know
know,
that.
it's when you guys are all like, you guys want to sit down and watch a movie? I'm just like, I'd rather die. Like, it's never that
Jesus.
extreme. I mean, if you suggest Batman Ninja one more fucking time,
Yeah,
no, but
it's like.
it's,
We should go
it's
watch
like-
Batman Ninja.
Yeah.
I
Anyway.
bet you're sitting there and sorry.
You all right there,
You
bud?
gotta get that out.
You gonna explain?
I bet you're
yourself?
sitting there preparing to watch a superhero movie, but that guy just turned that guy into a fucking kebab.
Yeah,
The best Deadpool line.
yeah. Well, I just
Sorry,
I
it
don't
just-
think
it's
that
really funny.
when it was first being shown to me, I was that hyped. But now that you guys have talked about it and I kind of know what's going in, and I never like spoilers, but the fact that it's like I want to see all these, I want to be like, I want to
Sure.
live in that moment. I might go watch Deadpool 2 now.
Right, it's like
More
you and
so-
Spawn.
yeah.
You're like, I don't care about Spawn. Then we
Yeah.
start talking about it, you're like, what the?
Well, no, it's,
I'm into Spawn.
I never said I
Yeah.
wasn't into Spawn. It's just I need somebody with the right kind. I need somebody who actually likes it to tell me that it's good, and that's what.
No, that makes sense.
It's
like,
good.
when
It's
you-
like I
Well,
told
you've
Colin
told
to
me for
wa-
time to time.
When you hear somebody talking about how much they love something, you're immediately like, well, I could love that too. You know what?
yeah,
Like I try to tell
give it a
Colin
shot for you, buddy.
he should watch the new Star Wars movies, but he doesn't want to.
all right.
He disappoints me.
The cat's out of the bag.
He makes me sad.
I literally shit on Star Wars, but I have not seen anything past when The Force Awakens. I haven't seen The Force Awakens. I haven't seen Rogue One. I haven't seen any of those. And the truth is, it's because everybody and their mother and their brother and their uncle all are like, I really like Star Wars because Star Wars is Star Wars. It's the classic, outer space,
No,
boom,
yeah.
boom, the Death Star blows up, that kind of thing. And it's like, I just...
Well, get
I-
ready because there's gonna be a Star Wars movie for every year for the rest of your life.
Get it. It's just...
They're gonna release
Probably.
like 2.
After
Yeah,
everybody
it's
shit,
gonna be an alternating schedule. It's gonna
Yeah,
be like
every 6 months,
a
pretty
main
much.
a main storyline, core movie, and then there's gonna be like a spin-off movie
Yeah.
the next year, and then a main storyline movie the
And a
next year.
spin-off
and then
movie.
everybody
constantly,
shit on the fucking prequels
till we die.
I like it.
They all shit on the prequels, and then Force Awakens comes out, and I literally heard somebody goes, "This is nothing like the Phantom Menace." Like the Phantom Menace was
Somebody
just
said
a
that?
Oh yes, I'm not gonna name names this time around.
I'd
You're
punch him.
lucky.
Just tell me.
I'd
No.
punch him.
You guys tell me after
yeah,
we're
I'll
done
tell you
recording?
after.
I'd
yeah.
get him.
But it's like
I'll
it's
kick his
that
ass.
classic thing, dude. It's
I think I
the
know who it
classic
is.
Zelda too, and it's like people were like, "Oh my God, I hate the Wind Waker. I hate Zelda the Wind Waker." And then Twilight Princess comes out, and they're like, "Where's all my cartoony graphics? Where's the ocean? I love Wind Waker, and I always have."
Shut
loved
up,
it."
shut
And
up, you
then-
hypocrites.
God, it's just people. Star Wars universe, you guys are hypocrites.
No, yeah. I mean,
Sorry.
No, it's not like I wish Lord of the Rings was releasing movies every year. God, that'd be awful.
there's a new TV show coming out.
Oh.
It's a Lord of the Rings TV show coming out. It's going to be the most expensive television show of all time.
They got to try to fight Game of Thrones, and I got to let you know, Lord of the
They're
Rings,
not
you
gonna
need a
win.
lot
Well,
more
I think-
boobies, and you need a lot more death to fight that.
I think that's kind of their answer to Game of Thrones.
I think the only
is
way they're gonna
definitely.
win is if they get dwarf boobies. Only way. Only way.
You hear that, Amazon? And your new Lord of the Rings television show, there better be dwarf
They're
boobies.
fucking
Dude,
better
it's just
be
the dwarf
boobies.
boobies part. That got me into it. Like, it was just Mason saying dwarf boobies.
Can we
better
name
be
this
dwarf
episode Dwarf Boobies?
Yeah, do it. Do it.
It's coming
Okay,
close.
well,
It's
either
good.
that or what's the difference?
Are you
between
guys
hearsay-
perturbed about the dwarf boobies?
My Googs didn't end up working. I don't know the difference. I know that the fact that they're spelled differently now.
Yeah.
Because now that I think about it, hearsay is going to be HEAR, and heresy is probably
it?
Okay.
HE.
So it is.
I'm
It
questioning
is.
it now.
It is hearsay that dwarf boobies are going to be in the next Lord of the Rings.
Don't spread false information.
That's why I said hearsay.
It's
Oh,
heresy.
There's no rumor anywhere that there's gonna be dwarf boobies in the next
Hennessy.
one.
It's a
That-
rumor now.
Not
People
no.
if you'll listen to this, hashtag dwarf boobies.
No.
2018.
It's
No,
like-
don't do that.
It's like when people say per
That-
se. Like I don't think anybody really knows what that means.
what does it mean?
What per se?
Like
Where the
like
fuck are you right now?
you know what I mean?
We're
per
talking
se.
about dwarf boobies still. Are we?
I don't think we were.
Yeah, let's stop talking about dwarf boobies. Anyway, I don't even know where. What was the last thing that we were talking about?
I
Dwarf
think our
boobies.
listeners.
Somehow we got Deadpool, Star Wars, and then dwarf boobies.
Okay, so we like Deadpool. It's a good movie. I'm gonna see it again for sure. I'm gonna get it on Blu-ray.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna buy it
yeah.
for sure.
But
Blu-ray that bitch.
did you have any grievances with it?
I know it's Deadpool, and I can easily explain away my grievance with it because I'm like, well, it's Deadpool, because Deadpool can do anything because of his ability to recognize that he's a comic book character.
Yeah.
But the timeline is kind of goofy. Okay,
Yeah.
so like, still, despite that, like he has the time machine, but in modern times, he's like, where's all the other X-Men? And then the X-Men that opened the door, those guys are the X-Men from the past.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, when does Deadpool 2 take place? Because if Deadpool 2 took place in 2018, which is kind of what you just assume, right? You would be like, wouldn't that be Patrick Stewart?
No, okay,
Yeah,
so,
but so-
I think it's just
X-Men
because
and not James McAvoy?
I think it's just because they're relevant right now.
Sure. Yeah.
So
no,
it's
yeah.
just one of those breaking the fourth wall type things.
Wait, so
Of
he
course,
was
but-
in there? James McAvoy
James
was
McAvoy.
in the room?
Yeah, he was in the room when Beast closes the door.
Okay, so yeah, they did mess up a lot on there.
Well, no, I don't think it's messing up because it's honestly like Austin said, is like they're relevant at the time. Dark Phoenix was probably filming around the exact same time that Deadpool 2 was. So
I mean, I'm just saying that the
It makes
time and
sense.
place that it has to take place at is probably relevant to now because
Right.
he mentions Thanos. So you have
True.
to be in that same realm. And I'm pretty
You're
sure
right.
that the Thanos, like, Infinity War area, like, when it happened, is set to modern day, right? Like, Thanos isn't attacking us 10 years ago
yeah, no, I think the Marvel movies are pretty much
to this time. This
yeah,
time
they're
period,
pretty
if
much
not in
they
the
take
future.
place in the years that they come out. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Like, pretty sure.
Yeah.
So far, Marvel.
Isn't it
hasn't-
really weird when a movie comes out and takes place in the year that it came out of?
Yeah, like Spider-Man: Homecoming, it technically is kind of
That one kind of throws a wrench into the cogs because
I mean, there's
I don't
all
know,
the
I don't
future,
wanna
but
get
there's
into
all the
that.
futuristic stuff. But that's just because of Age of Ultron.
See, yeah,
Wait,
but
huh?
it's like a
What?
Marvel
That's
universe.
where all the alien artifacts and stuff came from in
No.
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
No, that's not Age of Ultron. That's from the Battle of New York in the first Avengers. They're cleaning up the Chitauri stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was
See,
all
that's
the
why
alien.
it kind of goofs it up, and then it says, however many years later.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Oh, okay.
There's a bunch of YouTube videos about it. Go check it out. You'll scratch your fucking head.
Well, I mean, now that we've talked about Deadpool 2 a little bit, should we get into Infinity War?
The big bad.
Let's do it.
What's the time we're looking at, Big Cat?
We're at an hour and a half right now.
Okay.
So,
You
I mean,
think
do you
we
guys
can
want
finish
do you
this
want
out?
do you want to do like a two-parter and have
No,
Infinity
no,
War
let's
for like a
just-
whole one?
I feel like let's just finish this out. Like let's
let's just
ride
go
it,
for it.
dude.
I hope you guys are in for a
Riders
2-hour
of the
episode.
storm.
If you guys are at work, pop in some headphones.
I mean, I got to be honest with you. I listen to a lot of podcasts when I work.
Me
and
too.
I really enjoy the ones that are longer than 2 hours. I almost don't even download the ones that are shorter than an hour and 40.
Right,
you know?
because
It's
you're
like-
because you're looking for the long haul.
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, okay, what can I zone out, get some work done,
Mm-hmm.
have some fucking.
I mean, if it's a really interesting topic, I'll pick up something that's like 45 minutes, but it's like that's only if it's even then though, you listen to 45 minutes of an interesting topic and it's like I want more.
Yeah,
Give me
Right.
more.
Yeah. Like you ever watch a movie and you're like, it ends and you're like, I could have watched those dudes live their life forever. Did that ever happen to you?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's how I felt watching like Shawshank Redemption. I'm just like,
you're like, no, he
please
escaped.
continue. I'm like, they could live a life on that island or
Yeah,
wherever
yeah,
they
yeah.
went, and have a good grand old
I want
time.
to see the third year that they're on that island, and I want to know what's
Cabin
happening.
fever sets in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mason,
Well, the Infinity War.
Infinity War.
it looks like we're fucked now.
Okay, let's start off. I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this. Infinity War. How'd you like it?
So fucking good, dude. It was so fucking cool.
I'm gonna be honest. I went into the movie theater with you and Jared for Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
And it almost felt like I was being pulled along, and I kind of just went because it's like I'm here for the weekend. My boys
Sure,
and
yeah.
wanted me to see Thor Ragnarok. I don't really care for it. I was actually so fucking hyped for
So hyped?
Infinity War,
Yeah.
only because I actually watched Thor Ragnarok, and it's like. The very end of Thor Ragnarok where Thanos' shit
I
fucking
know.
pulls up, and me and Jared all sitting there, and we're like, is that fucking Thanos? Is that Thanos?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Exactly.
that got me so hyped for Infinity War that when it finally hit, I was ready. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck yeah, dude.
And
I
it's-
don't like movies either.
And it's
So-
almost like a immediate sequel. Well, it is. It's immediate sequel to Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Like Thor has a huge role in Infinity War, which God love him. It was fucking dope,
MV
dude.
fucking P
Hey,
of that
by the way,
movie.
I just want to let you
Yeah,
who
it's
plays
dope.
Tom Hiddleston?
Yeah, Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, wait.
Chris
Loki.
Hemsworth
No.
is Thor.
Chris Hemsworth. I don't know who was fucking here. One of them was here recently for the Indy 500, though. They were waving the green flag. Yeah.
Oh,
they
it was Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, they were waving the green
Thor
flag
was
for the
here?
Indy 500, dude.
And
So-
we were sitting here recording a dumbass fucking podcast.
Yeah.
My boy Thor's in
Yeah,
town.
yeah.
Fuck,
It
dude.
was
That
definitely
was only
Thor.
like
Now
fucking-
that I think about it.
Chris Hemsworth, the man Thor, was 40 minutes away from me, and I didn't go see him.
Nope.
He didn't call too. I'm pissed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, you know him. He's busy fucking.
Hey, Chris, hit us
that
up
son
anytime.
of a bitch.
You
Chris,
can be on the podcast, Chris.
if
That'd be
you're
dope.
listening, no. But
Yeah, Thor, I fucking
Ra-
adored
so
him.
so like
Yeah, he was
Infinity
he was
War.
the MVP of that movie.
Thor Ragnarok did leave some thorns in my side though, because I mean I remember coming out of that theater, and my biggest gripe was Thor Ragnarok always felt like filler.
Yeah.
It was just filler. It was just like this stuff is happening to give you a reason why Thor is going to be a main role in Infinity War.
Sure.
So even the big thing is, it's like the big thing of Ragnarok is Thor loses his hammer, and he loses his eye.
Mm-hmm. I know where you're going
And
with this.
Both of those things get fucking. Let's just
Replace.
It's called a retcon if I've ever
Yeah.
seen one. And
Yeah,
it's,
that kind of
okay,
that kind of irked me.
I love Rocket Raccoon. He's my favorite
Yeah,
Marvel character of all time. But it's like, yes, I know he has this liking of collecting body parts.
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. The whole fucking idea of him going, "Oh, I have an eye that can happen to fucking fit the socket that you need an eye in," and then Thor's like, "Yes, rodent, I'll take that."
That was pretty
I
good.
don't know where that's been. That seems sanitary.
He's like, "Well, I had to." He stored it up his asshole.
Yeah, he
Like-
smuggled
Yeah.
it in his
Yeah.
ass.
But yeah, so he gives Thor the eye.
He's gonna
and
get
then-
pink eye.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Ooh, the worst pink eye the galaxy's ever seen. You're gonna need something else to guard that. But yeah, that was
Maybe
a
Doc-
dumbass joke.
Maybe like
Fucking idiot.
you have to get Doctor Strange
loved
to
it.
come in there. And,
But so yeah, and then he gets Stormbreaker, which I love the idea, but
Dope.
it's like
I did not like Stormbreaker.
we literally.
I'll get into that in a second.
We get the
Yeah.
whole movie of
wanna hear that.
Ragnarok, which is just Odin going, "You don't need the hammer.
I
You
know.
don't need
Need
the
the
eye.
Yeah,
you are the
you
god
are,
of thunder."
You are the power of
Yeah.
Mjolnir.
That makes
Yeah.
You're
this
the power of
fucking hammer
Thor.
irrelevant.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He's like, you're not
So
the
what-
you're not
Yeah.
the god of
So-
hammers.
But then
So
suddenly
Colin-
Thanos comes along and he needs a hammer.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's like,
Like-
well, I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
so Colin, yeah, I do agree. Ragnarok is just like a big filler.
No,
But
I really like Ragnarok.
No, the thing about
Yeah, I did too.
Ragnarok
And I
is,
think Infinity War almost increases upon Ragnarok. 'cause
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, the things in Ragnarok have a little bit of weight to them
I
now
think-
because of Infinity War.
no. Before you
A
get
little
to your
bit.
point, I just want to let it be known that if you actually think about Ragnarok, it makes sense that he gets his eye and Stormbreaker in Infinity War because Odin goes, "You don't need your hammer. You're strong enough." And Thor doesn't beat anybody.
Yeah, that's
Helena
true.
or whatever
That's
her name is.
Hela.
Hela.
Yeah.
Fucking. She goes on to fight the guy.
Surtur, yeah.
Surtur. I can't remember names. Thank you. God, you're filling it in.
Not a problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Today is your
But-
reckoning,
Oh,
Asgard.
dude, I love that part
What?
where Hulk jumps out of
Yeah,
his boat.
yeah.
It's like, Hulk, you
No!
idiot!
Yeah, yeah.
Bad guy.
Big monster!
But it's funny because it's like Odin's like, "You don't need any of that. You're strong enough as it is." And then he literally was not strong
Is that
enough
your
as
Anthony
it is.
Hopkins?
No.
So yeah, Colin.
My Anthony Hopkins is disappearing away as dust because that's what he did.
It's I think the
Boom.
whole reason for Ragnarok was yes the tie to bring Infinity War into play,
Sure.
It's
but
filler.
also I think it was just a great way to tie up ends with Thor because the first Thor movies were kind of
No,
just
yeah, I get you.
ah,
Well,
you know
it does round out an arc for Thor.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, yeah, we've gotten to a point where Thor has realized
he's
you know,
a main
he's-
character.
Yeah, and
you
he's
know.
accepting
Where's
Hulk's
Hulk's?
loss and stuff like that. Apparently there's gonna be like
Apparently,
Hulk's probably going to be in a lot of different movies.
Between-
Bruce Banner.
the story is that they're not gonna be able to do a Hulk movie because actually Universal owns the rights to the Hulk. He's on loan to Marvel. It's fucking bullshit. But Mark Ruffalo said they're basically planning a 3-part. Like he's gonna be in 3 movies. Ragnarok being the first one. Infinity War being the second
and
one.
then Infinity War 2.
Yeah, and then Avengers 4, Infinity War 2, whatever you're calling it. Or I don't know if they've dropped a title for it yet.
What a cock block. I'm sorry. We didn't get any Hulk in Infinity War.
Yeah.
Not what we
well,
should have.
well,
I'm
but
excited to see what
we-
they'll add
we
to.
did get characterization of the Hulk because we know now that he is
He's scared.
He is.
But we
beatable,
also-
and he's
know-
terrified. You know, which I was like, that's good.
But
I
okay,
think-
but you
good.
could have.
I was
I
like,
think-
that's good.
I'm just saying you could have it all wrong though. We could have that all fucking wrong.
No.
Don't
hold
don't
You
even
gave
get
me-
into that fucking.
You gave me a theory.
that
and I
theory
shot
about
it down my
Loki
throat.
being Bruce Banner.
What? No, that's not
Wait,
what I'm
what?
saying.
Have
I
you
think
guys
that's
not
not
heard that?
that's
I
not
think
the
that
No?
I'll get
I
into
think
that
that's
later.
the theory I shot down that Austin said. He
No.
brought
My
that up.
theory is that the Hulk knew that he has the ability to turn the tide of that whole situation, but he knew that if he would like be the Hulk or whatever, he could be controlled with whatever stone was relevant at that time. So he refused to come out because he didn't want to be used against his friends.
So you're saying if
I think he was
somebody
just a pussy.
turns the top,
He's a pussy.
but
He's a pussy.
Thanos.
Hulk didn't want to hurt his friends, so he's like, I'm gonna eliminate myself from this equation
I'm
completely,
gonna-
so
I'm gonna
I
say
can't be
no.
used against it.
No to that theory because Hulk has never once cared about hurting his friends in that
true.
sense.
I mean,
Hulk-
he did develop a relationship with Thor
Yes.
in Ragnarok.
Yes. No. I mean,
Which
well,
is
he's had
adorable.
he had the relationship before Thor
with
or-
Black Widow. Sorry.
Well, no. Even he had a relationship with all the Avengers. He likes all of them. I mean,
he's just
yes,
along for the
we
ride
got
most of the time.
we got the slight character development with Thor and Bruce Banner, where it's like, you don't like me, you just like me for the Hulk. He's like, no, I don't even like the guy. He's just big and green and brr. And then when he's talking to Hulk, he's like, no, Banner's a nobody. He just talks numbers and science, and it's like, yes,
boring.
but-
Hulk's like fire.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're like smooth.
I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna hit that with a hard no, dude. Hulk, yes, he doesn't want to hurt his friends, but Hulk has never gone down on the record to ever be like, I don't want to do this because I could hurt my friends. He's the Hulk, dude.
It's
Bruce
like-
Banner's the
Maybe,
sensible
maybe we're
one.
both right.
It's like the scene
Wow,
in
blowing my mind. Right there.
No, I'm just saying like maybe he's scared because like he doesn't give a shit if he hurts his friends or not.
Do you remember
He just
the-
knows that Thanos can beat his ass, so he's just
I
like,
think he's
"Oh,
scared of
fuck it."
Thanos.
That's kind of
it.
what I think it is.
Before we continue on Infinity War,
At least that's
what
the only
do you
information
guys
that I
think
get.
of them just making a Korg like boot? So like
What?
sorry, I mean
Korg,
like
the-
Korg,
the big
like-
blue guy
like-
I know
from
who
Ragnarok.
so like
is,
Korg
but
become
boot.
like so like they start making a movie. They make a movie on Korg.
On Korg?
No.
Yeah, have his own little story.
I would,
No.
I
to
would
make a
watch
new
it.
superhero.
I'd watch it.
I'd
make
watch
a
it.
new superhero.
Korg
I love
exists.
He's funny.
I
He's
think
in the
funny.
comics.
I think he's
He's
funny.
not- okay.
Korg's in Thor
Right?
comics.
Yeah, but he could be
He
like he
exists.
could have his own little.
He's not dead, by the way.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
Neither
that-
is Valkyrie or the chick that's the Valkyrie.
Yeah. Valkyrie. What is the character's actual name?
I can't
Did they just
remember.
call her Valkyrie?
I just remember calling her Valkyrie. I
Me
don't know
too.
if that's
Colin, didn't you tell me that Bruce Banner's wife is
That's me.
dead?
I did.
Oh, you told me that
Yeah,
Bruce Banner's wife
Liv Tyler's character is dead.
is
She died.
in
She's dead as
Infinity
fuck.
War.
Well, I mean,
I don't feel good, Bruce.
Whatever.
what's her name? She was my fucking Penny Pudding Popsicle.
Penny, pudding, popsicle.
Iron Man's
Things you need to live in life.
Gwyneth Paltrow. That's the
No.
character's. That's the actress's name.
Yeah, what's the
Oh.
character's name?
Who cares?
What? No, she's
Penny. I thought it's Penny.
Penny
right?
Potts.
Yeah, I think it's Penny. I think it's
Pepper.
or Pepper Potts. Sorry.
Bamper.
So popsicle
Bamper
pots.
Bops.
Yeah, popsicle pots. You know damn well that in Infinity War 2, she didn't survive the whole snapping of the
snap
No,
of
I
the
don't think
Judah?
so.
No,
I don't
dude,
think so.
she didn't. There's that. Why? It's gonna give Iron Man that extra incentive to die because Iron Man's gonna die in Infinity War 2.
I think that would wrap up Iron Man good.
Yep.
right.
That would wrap up Iron Man good. Well,
would. Yes.
Which gets me to the thing. So they made like the Doctor Strange movie, but and then they just like kill him off. So that makes me wonder. So
if you think he's dead
No,
for good,
no.
you're
If you think
ridiculous.
anybody's dead for good,
no,
I mean, well,
of
except for what
course
they've
not.
said.
Of course not.
I-
but
Is Loki confirmed dead for
Yeah,
good?
he's dead.
I think the people
Confirmed.
Who I think
Well,
the
like,
people
there's a
who
list of
actually-
people who are like permadeath, and Loki was on the
But
list of people who are permadeath.
on the whole
I want you to show me this list.
I'll show you the list.
I haven't seen the list.
the
either.
chick that plays Valkyrie's on the list of being permadeath too.
She's
What?
but
No.
I'm just saying she's
no,
on there.
Can't be.
because
who
she
made
was,
this list?
No, first of all, it was literally confirmed by the people who made Infinity War that she survived the attack on Asgard in the beginning scene. It is.
It was
confirmed.
saying on there that that's
Oh,
when she died.
So wait, it was saying that she died on the attack of the spaceship by Thanos,
Right.
Not by the snap.
No.
No, she's alive, dude. She's
They
straight up
can't
alive.
kill Valkyrie off camera like that.
But that's what happened with a lot of people though, is what I'm saying.
sure. And
A
those
lot of people
aren't
were
are-
dead off camera.
I'm sorry. In a world where the Infinity Gauntlet exists, nobody's fucking dead.
except Gamora.
Yeah, Gamora might be dead. Actually,
She's
oh,
in-
She's on-
here's-
she's
I
on-
think
I
she's
think
in
she's
the
I
Soul
think
Stone.
she's in the Soul
She's
Stone.
on the list of people who are permadeath.
I think Chris
too.
Pratt will
not
like
dead.
they'll break it open and she'll come back.
Well, no, because okay, there's that
She's
scene.
trapped in the Soul Stone.
There's that scene. I think it's right after Thanos
Right at the end,
snaps,
yeah.
where he's
He's
in
in
the
the
Soul Stone and he's talking to Gamora and she's like, "Was it worth it?" And like all
Let
that
me
kind of
work it.
stuff. That was it worth it? Let me work it.
Let me work
it in reverse.
Jesus.
No, if you reverse that, it plays shit. By the way,
Yeah, it does.
it's fucking filthy. But, it's
Missy Elliott, if you're
Yeah.
listening.
Gamora is not dead. She's gonna come back because
I was also
You're
I was
fine.
also thinking about it. What if Thanos, because she is the only person he really loved, considering the Soul Stone and that whole thing with
Well, yeah, no.
the only
Red
reason the Soul
Skull
Stone
and
even
whatever.
worked. Really
But
love
we'll
her.
get into that. Like, what if he uses just the Reality Stone to just bring her back? To literally just
The Reality Stone can't do that,
No,
can it?
She's
You
trapped
don't
in the
think
Soul
so?
Stone.
You don't think he can make
could
a
trapped in
fake
the Soul
Stone.
copy of her?
The
Trapped
Soul
in-
Stone.
well, that's
Yeah.
gonna be her. She's trapped.
Because there's
No.
a lot of things in the
Soul
comics
Stone.
a book. Comic book.
Comics a book.
Comics a book. There's a lot of glad you can make it.
How's your fabrication business?
But there's a lot of thing in the comic books. The comic book, but in the comic books where there's clones with Thanos and stuff, and
Well, we saw that already in the collector's place,
yeah.
where he can make a clone of himself.
Low key.
Wait,
I
what?
wish I would have watched the collector
You
die.
remember when? Yeah, that I was really disappointed, dude. I was like, so what? We just see his place in ruin and have to assume that he's dead.
Yeah, I don't know if he is.
They should have shown him die.
Well, they didn't show a lot of people die.
He could be brought back.
Everyone can, but anyways,
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, ultimately, at the end of Infinity War, you're a little shocked, but like honestly, it's like they talked about how the stakes are like super high. They're not.
They're not. Well,
They're
the
not.
stakes aren't high in IRL world. IRL world. But the stakes aren't high because you go, all right, Spider-Man's getting another movie. This shit's happening.
Right.
But in the world of the MCU, I love the ending of Infinity War because I think there was no better way to end it.
I agree.
To set up for the second one.
Sure.
It's just Thanos waking up to fucking paradise.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
like,
that's good, but
dope.
I think a better way to make death a little heavier was to have less people die by the Infinity Gauntlet snap.
And die more
like,
so in
exactly.
fights.
So like Loki died by Thanos choking him to death.
Yeah.
You can almost
Badass.
guarantee that Loki won't be coming back. I think that one is a little more solidified than say Black Panther because we know.
But
Black
see,
Panther
the thing
is,
is,
dead, 'cause
it's
that's
Loki.
bullshit.
Yeah,
It's
it's
Loki.
bullshit.
It could have been bullshit.
Loki definitely, in my
He
mind,
didn't
right
fade
now,
into gold dust.
No,
Yeah.
okay. I
Like a
swear to
god
God,
would.
Okay, I'm really sensitive about this Loki shit because Loki is like my favorite villain in the MCU. And so
Tool.
give me a second here.
Yeah, I'm just saying, in my head canon, there's no way in hell Loki's dead.
Okay, well that will fucking bust my fucking balls because the only way Loki's storyline at all makes sense is that he sacrifices himself for his fucking brother. Okay, because his whole arc is him dealing with living in Thor's shadow.
Yeah.
Him hating Thor, hating Odin, and seeking Thanos' help to rule a dimension of Earth, right? That was his whole reason for attacking the Avengers. In the first Thor movie, Loki falls off the Rainbow Bridge, and you assume he's dead. And then he comes back in Avengers to seek revenge, right? And to rule Earth. And you're like, okay, he's a formidable foe. And then the second Thor movie, he's trapped in a prison in Asgard, held by Odin and Thor. He escapes there, helps Thor defeat Malekith, and sacrifices himself and gets stabbed by that big bastard, whatever his fucking name is, right?
yeah.
And so you're like, dude, like Loki is kind of like a tortured good guy, bad guy, back and forth kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then at the end of that movie, they fucking cut to, like, the after credits scene is him disguised as Odin transforming back into Loki while he's sitting on the throne.
Right.
And you're like, oh, so his death didn't fucking matter?
And that's Infinity War.
Yeah, and if they do that again, I swear to God, I swear to God.
They've set you up for this, dude.
Death needs to fucking matter in the MCU, and it bugs me that they'll kill somebody and then make me feel emotions for that person and be like, Loki is a good guy. Did you see what he did for everyone?
Yeah.
He tried. He stood up against Thanos. But nope, he's just a trickster.
Well,
Fuck that.
The thing is, I'm going to quote Thor Ragnarok where he's like, brother, you tricked me, I fall for it. You tricked me, I fall for it. And then now you tricked me, and I'm not going to fall for it.
Something's gotta fucking give, dude.
So, well, that's what I'm saying. They're going to trick you this one last time because they've literally set you up to where it's like Loki is dying. Loki's died X amount of times.
He did.
He's not dead.
did.
I agree with Mason. He didn't fade away like a
Yeah,
god
yeah, yeah.
would.
All in all,
He's going to come back. Odin fade away into dust. Yes.
Yeah,
Maybe it was because it was a natural death.
But
No.
but
Grasping
gods.
straws.
Yeah, yeah.
Grasping
But I
straws.
thought I thought the gods only did that though if they attained resolution. in the
I don't
That's
think it's
the
like
thing.
Star Wars.
I thought that
Loki's-
was them only being able to move on. is
Loki's
when they
going
do
to come
that.
back, and then he's going to actually pass.
But what I'm saying is like the fact that he didn't fade away like his dad did when he died means that he.
It's like
it
the Marvel
wasn't
movies do that a
resolute.
lot. Like in the first Guardians of the Galaxy, it's like, oh, Groot sacrificed himself. Guess what? There's a new Groot, and it's like, well, what does sacrifice fucking mean?
But he's so
then?
funny.
It didn't
He's
mean
so
shit.
funny.
First
The
of all-
teenage Groot.
First of
I
all,
love it.
No character aside from Groot could have done that. because Groot is literally
Exactly,
a
and
plant.
that's why he did it.
Yes.
He sacrificed
Exactly,
himself.
he
But at the
knew.
end of the movie, you're like, oh, there's Groot.
Colin,
Well,
you were
you
you were
know?
talking about
It's
how
like, I can't feel for that person if I know
Rocket
they're just gonna be
Raccoon
back in the next
says
movie.
he's the real captain of the Guardians of the Galaxy,
Dude.
and now all of them are dead, and now
Yeah,
he's the only
that's
one
some
left.
foreshadowing in
Damn.
fucking Infinity Wars.
Whew.
Rocket Raccoon, he's like, it's when Thor's like, obviously, little rodent, or he calls him a bunny or some shit. He's
Yeah,
like,
rabbit.
obviously, you are the leader. And then, he's like, fucking Rocket. He's like, yeah, dude, I'm the captain. That's
Yeah.
me. I'm the captain. This is my shit. And then guess who's the only Avenger left?
Or Guardian.
Guardian
Yeah.
left. Rocket Raccoon. He is the captain now. And that's the
I'm the
fucking
captain
shit.
now.
Yeah, I'm the captain now. But it's fucked up.
Yeah,
dude.
all in all, the movie is really fucked up, and I've been thinking about it. I'm like, so all these like little kids that have been,
Right.
in this new
It is-
generation,
if-
they like the dads and the family will be like, oh, we're gonna go see this new
Avenger
the new
movie."
Avengers movie. It's gonna be great. We don't know what any of it's about because we've never read or watched the shit. So then they go, and then they're just, oh my god,
Yeah, I
and
told
everybody
somebody
dies.
At work, yeah, I told somebody at work. I was like, "Hey, if if there's ever been a dark Marvel movie, this is it."
Yeah,
This
well,
is it.
I
yeah.
mean, I'm not done with the Rocket Raccoon like shit either. He talks to Thor about losing his brother because Thor's like, I lost my brother, and Rocket's like, must be hard, He talks about how he's lost some things. He's like, I can't really relate. I can't really relate. And then, bam,
Yeah,
Groot's dead in front of his eyes.
but doesn't
Fades
he,
away.
doesn't
Calls him dad.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
Oh, dude, come on, dude. Do they have to drop that nugget on us? Just
Yeah.
like
Yes,
tug at us?
they did.
Wow.
Because fucking, I was torn.
As if it wasn't hard enough.
Yeah, I
already.
was torn already, and then they fucking dropped that, and it's just like, oh no, and
Yeah.
then fucking
What do you think he meant by that though?
what?
What do you think Groot meant by calling Rocket Dad?
Because
Well,
this is a new Groot.
Yeah,
Groot
the
is not
consciousness
himself.
hasn't transferred over.
Yeah,
from
because
the
he
previous
he
Groot.
was a baby. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
So-
he.
So he
Rocket-
looked at Rocket as a father.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rocket is the person who's raised him up, and you sure got some acorns on you, huh? But
Oh,
that's
God.
And he's
so
the only
funny.
one who really understands him.
True.
Aside
Other than
from
Thor, yeah, which was cool.
Yeah.
He was like Groot or whatever their language is or whatever.
I
Was
was
an
an ambassador.
elective. He was an elective at Asgard. So funny.
I want to see it again. I do.
Now that I'm talking about it, I really do want to
Right.
see
Like
it too.
the hype is good. Thanos though, I thought was done
That
spectacularly.
purple-chinned motherfucker.
Yeah, that what he
Jesus.
goes like. He's like, "What's up, Grimace?" Like fucking Chris Pratt.
Grimace.
Dude, okay,
Star Lord.
My favorite scene in the whole Infinity Wars movie is
Yeah.
when Peter Parker, Doctor Strange, and Iron Man run into Star-Lord and all them.
Oh yeah.
And
That part's
it's literally
great.
the banter that you would expect
Yeah.
between them because they're all like holding each other hostage. It's like, I'm holding him hostage. It's like, what do you mean I'm
I
holding
got
him
one of
hostage?
yours.
Yeah, and then like Star Lord's like, how about we skip that and I make the play?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, yeah, and that little scene where they're like fighting on the spaceship has like some. Was it on the spaceship? I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
they're
it was on the
space.
space. They landed on Titan,
Yeah,
and that was where the fight happened. But
and
it's like,
oh yeah, you're right. And just seeing all of their different powers kind of like bounce off each other and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
and just the actual conversations they had. It's because it's like you're
It's
like,
good.
this is what the characters would be like
Yeah.
if they met each
Yeah.
other.
And you know, I think what a really cool 30-second fight was Iron Man and Thanos. That was a
Dude, that
really
was good.
dope fight.
Fucking when Thanos looks at him and he's like, "I hope they remember you."
Or,
Yeah.
or the all that for just a little bit of blood or
Yeah,
whatever.
God.
Just like,
He's like, "I'm like you. I'm cursed with knowledge." Oh God, we got another visitor. What the fuck's going on?
Hello.
What's going on,
What's
Sabrina?
up, Sabrina? Welcome to the
We got another
podcast.
drop in.
Got
It is
anything,
How's it
recording.
going?
What's
got
up?
anything to say?
Sabrina's- no, you probably can't even hear it. She's
Yeah,
so quiet.
Thanos is dope.
Good fucking shit, dude.
It's good fucking shit. Well, I mean, I guess that would be the thing to end on, right?
No,
'Cause-
I'm not done.
Oh, you wanted to talk about Stormbreaker?
Yeah, so my grievance with
Oh,
Stormbreaker
shit.
is
Go for it.
Yeah, the reason I didn't like it is because yeah, of course I know it's not gonna look like his original hammer. Of course not. His original hammer was fucking destroyed.
Well, it's
Yeah,
an
I get that.
axe.
Yeah,
So that's
I know.
the definite
What I'm saying
difference
is,
of a
like,
hammer.
Like, yeah, it's cool that they incorporate Groot's body into part of
I
it.
thought that was cool.
It's cool, but I want it to look better.
Yeah.
It looks too makeshifty. I know it is technically.
Yeah. I mean, it is
I mean, for the situation, it was makeshift as fuck. But like, I don't know, man. It's magic, you know. It's a
just
god's
expecting
weapon.
a
It should
well,
be more.
Isn't there some like
you know.
iconic shit between Groot being able to lift Stormbreaker even?
I'm not positive about that, but I do know that. Okay, so Stormbreaker is actually the name of the hammer that Beta Ray Bill wields. Beta Ray Bill is another motherfucker from Asgard. He's got a horse face or some shit.
Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, he's wild.
With a name like Beta Ray Bill,
Yeah.
I don't doubt it.
He's cool. He's got like a horse face, and his hammer itself is called Stormbreaker. But the design of Stormbreaker in Infinity War is based off of the Ultimate series of comics, where Thor has an alternate weapon. I can't remember its fucking name. It's something Norse, how that goes. And it's it looks like an axe. So like they basically just like made an amalgamation of two things: Beta Ray Bill's hammer and Thor's axe in the Ultimate Universe.
I was just when I saw the finished product, dude, because like they hyped it up for almost 40 to 50 minutes that this thing's gonna come into existence.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, sick,
Yeah, exactly.
dude.
Did you,
You know, and
did
like,
you guys love what's his face? The Mr. Lannister midget.
Peter
Peter Dink.
Peter Dinklage, yeah.
Oh, Pete Dink.
Mr.
Pete
Mr. Lannister midget.
Yeah, that was a cool role. But no, like they hype this fucking thing up. So I'm sitting here. I see like all these molds sitting around. Like you have the mold for another. You can make another gauntlet if you wanted to. I'm like, okay, cool. So he's got fucking molds just sitting around.
No, hey,
so
it's not a mold. There is another gauntlet. It's already made. That was another gauntlet.
I don't think it's
That
made out
wasn't
of the same
mold.
material though.
But no, that wasn't a mold. That was another gauntlet.
There is
I
a
think-
mold there though.
No, yeah, I think
there is a mold
the
for a
one
gauntlet there.
in when they showed up to Nidavellir.
That's a mold.
I probably.
I thought it was just a whole nother
That was
gauntlet.
the
There
mold
probably
of
is
the one
both. There's
that
mold
he
and
made
another
for
gauntlet.
Thanos.
That's why I wish they would connect Fantastic Four into Infinity War.
Shut the
because
fuck up with Silver Surfer.
No, I'm not talking about Silver
Oh
Surfer.
my
I'm talking
God.
about the planet that Fantastic Four goes to in the beginning, like in the new first movie, where the whole planet is filled with that whole type of energy. That same energy and substance or material is used to make like the power bands that Quasar uses and the Infinity Gauntlet and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, fuck Fan Four Stick. That's shit. That movie sucked.
Yeah. They all suck, and it's so sad.
So,
What did you-
Austin, what's your final gripes with Stormbreaker?
I just wish that they had made it look better.
You're just
That's
an
all.
aesthetic man. You're just like looking
Just
at it.
just because of what it is and the role that it had in the movie, I think it deserved to be. I think it deserved to have more time put into it. I guess.
I think hitting it up with like the interconnectivity with Groot and Rocket. It's almost like if Thor if Thanos hadn't have attacked the ship of Asgard and Thor gone spiraling into space and ran into the Guardians, he would have never had that weapon to begin with.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
And
yeah.
I'm like, that's
I also
mean,
like
it's luck.
I like the makeshift handle.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
to me, having a like wooden handle when
Yeah.
it wasn't going to in the first place gives
and
it like
having
this.
it be Groot's arm.
I don't know. Yeah, dude.
Like,
it reminds
Yeah,
me.
and it goes to their name. Yeah, they're the Guardians of the Galaxy. They're gonna do whatever it takes to.
It just reminds me of Gauntlet. And it's like that's something a fucking Gauntlet Legends character would do. If they
Yeah.
fucking get a treant to fucking
Yeah.
give him the
Yeah.
arm for the axe. you
Yeah, I
know?
think that I like it.
Stormbreaker.
What did you think about Spider-Man's Iron?
Oh,
Costume?
the Iron Spider?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I wasn't a big fan when it's in Civil War. I thought it looked a little goofy.
Oh, thank you.
I
Oh
thought,
my god, dude.
I think it looks a little goofy in the comic.
Oh yes.
I
But
would-
but okay, so what happens is, I mean, you've all seen the movie, hopefully. If not,
Get out of here.
you're hearing about it.
Well, yeah, you've been listening for the past 20 minutes
Yeah,
for no
exactly.
reason.
So he goes up to the ship.
Yeah.
He's helping out with Iron Man. He follows the wizard. He follows
Yeah.
the old Sorcerer Supreme up there, and he's clinging onto this building, and the oxygen is running out. And then, Iron Man says something about like, "Hey, I'm coming for you, kid. It's gonna be all right or whatever." And then that he shoots that suit, which I don't know where that comes from, by the way, because in Homecoming he moves out of the Avengers Tower in New York. So where is he holding all these suits?
Dude,
at?
well,
Doesn't
he has
have
It's probably like a
satellites.
drone.
Yeah,
It's probably
like,
like a
he's
drone.
got satellites and stuff.
That's-
No, but
for,
it's probably like a drone where it just kind of follows him around.
Okay,
quietly.
so like the suit shoots up and just like wraps itself around.
it's the same
fucking
technology
Spider-Man.
as he has for his.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, that's fucking dope.
Well, it's the.
I was
bla-
like,
it's,
that what a cool idea.
It's the black. It's the. Wakanda.
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 What
T'Challa.
T'Challa like a bit more.
Yeah,
of this.
T'Challa. Yeah, the Wakanda. It's like the Wakanda. That's
It
where
is
they get that
similar
from,
to
right
the
there.
nanotech or
yeah.
whatever. It is similar to that. Well, I mean, we haven't really actually seen Iron Man and Black Panther interact together other than Civil War a little bit. So, like, yeah, there's probably a little exchange.
And in which
of
case, Black
information
Panther was
between-
pissed off at the Avengers in that
The
one.
vibranium.
The vibranium.
Yeah, vibranium. Yeah, for a second I was confused. But yeah, so the suit fires up and latches on to this to Spider-Man, and then later on he's in a fucking fight, and then the legs just pop out, and he's like, "What are those?" You know, it's like that's I don't know. I was hype about the
my
arms
big
sticking out.
gripe with the whole Iron Spider thing, and I mean Austin and Mason can attest for this,
Yeah.
is that one comic book that I got from my buddy Elliot. Shout outs to Elliot. He
Where you at, boy?
yeah, where you at? He's in Evansville still, but he let me borrow Civil War, the entirety of the comic,
Yeah.
and that's one of the few comics I have read thoroughly, and it's the Iron Spider is in
Right.
Civil War.
Yeah.
So Austin and Mason and all of them were like freaking out about the Iron Spider, the suit, and I'm just like, oh, it's nothing you haven't seen before because I haven't seen the movie Civil War.
Yeah.
And I assumed it was in there, and then Austin's like, no, it's not.
Nah,
I'm
no.
like,
It's not.
and that just gives me one whole other reason to not watch the movie Civil War because
You
one,
haven't seen Civil War,
I haven't.
dude?
But it's not. The reason is, and I'm
It's
gonna
so
be,
good.
I'm
It
gonna be
is
one of those
really
guys that's
good.
like the book is better than the movie, but the comic book is literally it has all the X-Men in it. It has all the shit, and that movie.
Sure.
Yeah, well,
it-
Infinity War was better than Infinity War, the comic. Like,
You've
like
never read Infinity War.
I'm saying the comic is better than the movie.
Well, I don't
Probably.
know. I mean, they're good on their own stance. That's the
But-
thing. It's like they're completely different things.
They are.
They're entirely
I learned that.
critiques and
I
new-
learned that afterwards when I brought up that the Iron Spider was in Civil War because I mean this whole Civil War movie is different, and I'm willing to give it a watch. I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna watch it, but I
The
was
fight
just
between
like,
Iron Man and Cap, dude, is just.
it's just like at that time though,
So good.
when I
So
found out
good.
that the Iron
So
Spider
good.
wasn't in Civil War, I was like, well, I mean, I just know shit that you guys don't at this point, I guess, from that. level.
It's okay. So I think I was talking to Chris Peretti about this.
Yo,
Where-
Chrissy P.
where he was saying something about how he dislikes the idea of I don't want to misquote him because
We'll just get him on here and he'll fix the quote.
okay, so basically I was telling him I liked the idea of say Civil War changing things from the way Civil War was because I've read Civil War.
Yeah.
So it's like why do I just want to hear the same story again?
I mean, isn't that
It's
every?
Yeah,
fan
they
service
always-
at that point. I'm
Isn't
just
it
like
every book into movie like kind of thing though? It's like why would I want to see this movie if I've read the book?
well, yeah, that's how I feel. I'm like, I don't give books. I don't put them on a pedestal like a lot of people do, because like people look at like, okay, I'd much rather watch Stanley Kubrick's The Shining than read
Than
Stephen
read the
King's
book.
The Shining.
I don't know, dude. Stephen King's The Shining's actually sick. I'm
Like,
not saying that
you
the
gotta-
movie isn't doing it justice, but the book is
Well,
good.
Stephen King hates Stanley Kubrick's The Shining.
Well, yeah, Stephen King.
But I'm like-
probably doesn't understand
What's wrong with
Kubrick's
it?
way.
It's completely different than the
We're
book.
not gonna
Yeah.
get into the fucking Shining.
All I'm saying is like I would much rather read a story called Infinity War from whenever it was from, read that, have a good time reading that, and then go see a movie that is a different story that I get to
It's
enjoy.
the same story but different.
Right.
Okay.
Because it's like my thing with Star Wars. It's like when somebody said that like they want to see a Vader movie. I'm like, we saw that. It's
Micah.
called episodes 1 through 3.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to see something I've already seen. So when Civil War came around, it's different. The X-Men aren't there. You're right. There's a lot of shit that isn't there. And I'm like, good, because I would have just been like, I've
know
already
it.
seen this.
You know it.
Yeah,
That's fair.
There's no surprises.
See, that gives me just even more of a reason to actually go and watch
Yeah.
Civil War.
There's
the
no
movie.
surprises at that rate.
Yeah, so that's when we went and
If I
watched
call
it,
everything, then
everything
it's
that
boring.
did happen, like we were so excited about it because it was just new and
Yeah.
That's fair. No,
When
that's
I-
a good argument.
yeah.
I actually accept that I was wrong in my first like ideals of it. I will accept that. I will go see. Mark my words.
Do it,
I
dog.
will go see
It's good.
Infinity War.
I
Civil
had
War.
this conversation with my brother Chase the other day. I was telling him I was like, never in a million years did like the first Captain America movie come out, and I thought, Captain America is gonna have the best trilogy.
Wow. Yeah.
But damn,
Did he?
Cap 2 and Cap 3, probably Cap 3 being Civil War.
well,
are-
I know
are
you
two of my
say
tops.
like Winter Soldier is like one of your favorite
Yeah,
movies, and
love
I'm
it.
like I just can't see it. I don't know what you see in Winter Soldier that is good.
It's because it doesn't feel like a superhero movie as much as it feels like a fucking government fucking
It's
spy
like it's like
espionage movie.
that's what it is.
It like it's like, okay, this is a superhero movie, but guess what? It's also a James Bond /
yeah, but it just
know,
makes me think of like Tom Cruise and
espionage.
like all of his Mission Impossibles, and I'm like, I can't. I just couldn't get into it as much as other superhero movies.
Sure. And it's not about like big lasers and stuff like that. Like Winter Soldier is all like hand-to-hand combat. And I'm like, that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
It is
Well,
pretty cool. The
Well,
fight
what's
scenes.
what's the time
Cap's
we're looking
my
at,
boy.
Big Cat?
We're at 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Okay.
I think we'll cut it.
that's safe. That's safe.
I do want to say right now, the word of the day is Coors.
always.
As always.
Coors.
And do you want to do the whoever did the intro? Did you do the intro? You did the intro. Do the sign off, buddy.
did. He got us.
You know what, guys? This is going to be it for the shanty. We're going to see you on the next one. I'm Austin.
What are you talking like that?
I'll see you guys as latest.
You all right?
Bye, everybody.
Garrett, you
Adios.
okay, dude?
Thank you.
Bro, you okay?
Yeah. Did you shut that off?
No.
Oh. Check us out on YouTube, by the way. I'm Garrett.
I'm Mason.
And I'm calling adios.
Bye.